In the news this morning.
50.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is 950 ENT Radio's PRG podcast, man. It's your boy Freddy Focus.
It's your boy PRG Black representing 950.
Hey, it's your boy PRG King Elijah One. We back with another one.
It's your boy Kade Calhoun, always repping for the South Side.
That South Side.
And we still don't know what the South Side is, but Carter be rapping for the South Side.
Can we take a minute to clarify?
The South Side is anything below South Carolina. I'm repping for y'all.
Okay.
Shout out to New Orleans. Y'all, shout out to New Orleans. Y'all got robbed.
Yeah, that was a good one. Do y'all think they got robbed though for real, New Orleans? Y'all seen that? New Orleans in the Rams game? Saints and Rams?
They got robbed,
They did. Because the dude that committed that pass interference said himself that was pass interference. And when he noticed that the refs didn't throw the flag, he was like, shit. Hell yeah, I'm good, baby.
Wow. It was so obvious. That was not the only call. There was there was a lot more calls.
Yeah.
People say it was set up because they built in a new stadium. So they're trying to set it up to where it's in LA and some crazy shit.
Let me say this much.
I mean, it looked like pass interference.
It was pass interference.
It was obvious, yeah.
Like you can't come into contact with a receiver before you get
without
the ball.
even trying to get to the ball.
Right,
He wasn't even looking at the ball.
Correct. You have to at least. I think you have to at least make the attempt.
Yes.
Like if
You
you're a
have
defender,
to make a
you
play
have to
on the ball.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. And if there's incidental contact, I think that's you know what I'm saying. That's you can make a judgment call.
If you're making a play on the ball and you make contact with the player while making a play on the ball, that is okay.
Correct.
Well, you can't have your back to the ball and you just knock a nigga head off before he even get a chance to try to catch the ball.
If that's the case, then defenders could just sit there. They don't even have to look at nothing. Just as soon as the player get the ball, knock him out.
Either way, them niggas lost and Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl. The ninth one.
Yo,
you gotta give it up for the GOAT.
you gotta give it to this man.
Ninth one.
I'm a Giants fan, but now is the year where I'm actually give this guy his credit.
The only ones to really beat him. Too,
twice.
That's crazy, dog.
And
lucky.
The undefeated season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Undefeated. Y'all got so lucky, dog.
That shit was crazy.
Oh my god.
Those was some lucky catches.
Yeah, we won.
Shout out to Plaxico Burress.
My man catching the ball with his helmet.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
He caught that bullet with his leg.
That's my main reason for why I don't believe sports are rigged. Like, they can be rigged. I won't argue that because there's facts that, especially college sports, have been rigged, where they pay these kids money to throw games. Right. But I don't feel like really sports can be rigged, especially on a big level like that, because how do you rig that man catching the ball on his head?
Correct.
How do you do that? How is it possible to make him catch the ball on his helmet? Tell me how that's possible, you know what I mean, to make this rigged.
Maybe certain aspects are rigged.
Like for
you know
like refs. And that's why they kind of like put to the side for a long time the Oakland going to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah. That was for gambling, though. That was for gambling.
For the gambling. And now since they're in Vegas, there's going to be a lot of weird stuff happening.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is a big deal with sports gambling, and it's a huge deal. Because, I mean, think about it. There's a team in Vegas, all the money in Vegas, and all the money going down in these games. You never know what could happen, man. You really don't. You really don't.
I mean, it's going to be tough for a player to throw a game.
Yeah,
because you're gonna peep that. But you know, if a ref is always giving calls a certain way for that game, you know what I'm saying, that might be able to happen.
Would it be tough for a boxer to throw a fight?
No, That's easy.
That's super easy.
That's the easiest thing in the world. It's one-on-one. Any one-on-one. It's not just boxing, but MMA, wrestling, any one-on-one sport. That's different. That's simple. But you're gonna be able to peep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You can peep it.
If boxing ain't
totally
boxing, ain't using the techniques and stuff that he usually do. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't got his guard up like he's supposed to.
So with that being said, let's bring up the Pacquiao AB fight.
Well, what a great transition.
On God
that was.
and them. On God, what God he was doing that for?
For the hood.
I want to know what hood was that?
Son,
what hood is that?
For LeBron now.
Shit.
Son,
did that shit for the suburbs.
I actually didn't see the fight because I actually fell asleep right after the
rightfully so.
That's not
right
good.
before the fight. I just knocked out. Woke up 4 a.m. like, what happened?
Yeah.
And then I saw the highlights. For what I saw off the highlights, I was like, whoa.
It's a shame. Yeah. I feel like that girlfriend that keeps going back to that boyfriend when it comes to AB, because I'm that guy that's like, yo, AB got it this time.
Hoping it's
I
gonna
believe in him.
That's called insanity.
Nah, for real.
He's entertaining.
It is. It's the truth, though. But nah, it goes deeper than that. And okay,
does.
y'all know I'm a big boxing fan, man. I love boxing. I watch it and have watched boxing my entire life. I'm probably know more about boxing than I should. And the reason I picked AB was not because of that. In all honesty, AB changed trainers. His last fight against Jesse Vargas, he went to Kevin Cunningham, who's a trainer from West Palm Beach. Kevin Cunningham is a real dude. His last fight against Jesse Vargas, I never forget, he was in the corner, and he was the first person I ever seen who told AB to his face, "What the fuck are you doing? Let your hands go. You worked this hard to come out here and do this? This is what you came here for?" And AB, for the first time in my life, let his hands go and was fucking painting Jesse Vargas in there. So now it's his second fight with Kevin Cunningham. I'm thinking, yo, he's about to go out here and give it to Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all just don't know. Like, AB coming to fight. And AB came out there and did
He came out there
And
to
it was
the
bullshit.
complete opposite.
And like he was, I heard that he was going like back to the corner, and he was just like, "Am I winning?" And
He did 11th round. After the 10th round, he asked his trainer Kevin, and I was so pissed because Cunningham is not known for this. He's not a yes man.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why AB went to him.
Okay.
Cunningham
And dude
is
said yes?
not a yes man. AB said, "Did I win that round?" This Kevin Cunningham told him, You should win that round because I think you did enough. He didn't hit you and you hit him. He landed 2 punches that round.
That sounds like some sucker shit, bro.
Kevin Cunningham is not that guy. That shit was so weird. I think it's because it's pay-per-view. It's such a big event. I don't know, but that's not Kevin Cunningham. That's not the trainer he is. The trainer, I know that Kevin Cunningham would have told AB to his face, "No, you didn't win that round, nigga.
He should've.
And you need to come out here and
He
let your
should've.
hands go because that's what he did the last
He
fight.
should have.
You know what I'm
Maybe,
saying?
like you said, maybe the next round would have been different.
I'm really
should've
mad.
been,
I'm really
dog.
mad that I fell asleep on this fight.
And that next fight,
I
and that next
wanna chime
round,
in.
AB came out and landed 1 punch. He literally landed one fucking
terrible,
punch
dude.
in the 12th
That's
round.
terrible.
Yeah.
Bro.
You think he got money on the back end for throwing that fight? Because come on, guy, you're a professional boxer, and the whole round you land one fucking punch. I know Manny Pacquiao is a legend, but he not that fast.
The only
He
way-
land
I
these-
look like shit out there, too.
You know what I'm saying? You said it. You know
So
what I'm saying?
when you think about somebody throwing a fight, so then you got to think about, so what would be the benefit of him throwing a fight?
Extra money on the back
Yeah,
end.
more money, maybe.
More money under the table.
The only reason I don't agree
Think
with that.
maybe to set up another Mayweather-Pacquiao fight?
Nah, I don't think I have anything.
Because from what I'm told, again, I'm not a boxing
Yeah.
expert, but from what I'm told, the winner of that fight was supposed to fight Floyd. And it should have worked out that AB won, and then AB fought Floyd because wasn't AB kind of like Floyd's understudy or whatever? Then they had
Yes,
some
he
beef or
was.
whatever.
Yes, he
you know what I'm
was.
saying? So I wanted
Anytime
AB to
you
win
see AB
to
fight,
see that.
you will see Leonard Ellaby in the building. Leonard Ellaby is the president of the money team, TMT Promotions.
Okay,
And that is
okay.
because AB is signed to Mayweather.
Wow.
So anytime you see AB fight, Mayweather getting paid.
So Mayweather won regardless.
That's why last fight when AB fought Vargas, I don't know if y'all remember, there was a clip that went viral where he was selling Leonard Ellaby out. And he was like, "Oh, nigga, you with that soft ass shit. I ain't with that soft ass shit. I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't for me. You ain't here for me. You
Okay.
ain't here for me." I mean, he
Okay.
was selling
Okay.
them out because he's there on behalf of Mayweather Promotions. And in
Well-
all honesty, most people that fight for Mayweather don't get along with him. And AB's one of them. And especially because AB has his own promotion company, but yet he signed a deal with Mayweather from day one, so he's kind of screwed.
mean-
You know what I mean? So that was kind of the narrative. The narrative was whoever wins this fight is going to fight Mayweather, but that's not necessarily.
I don't
true.
wanna see
And the
Pacquiao
reason I don't-
Mayweather again.
Yeah, I don't think the fight could be rigged because Adrian Broner, his entire career, is known for not throwing a lot of punches. He is known for that. He's always has been. He's
What kind
not
of played into?
yeah, he's not a high volume puncher. He's an accurate puncher. He's a counter puncher. He's a guy who picks his shots accurately. You know, he lands at a high percentage but a low punch rate. So this is normal for AB. That type of fight that he had is a normal AB
So maybe
fight.
that's why he thought he won.
Yeah, the problem is he fought a guy like Pacquiao, who is a high volume puncher. He punches in bunches. He's always been that.
So
And
it's a
that's what he-
contrast.
yeah, exactly. So what happened was AB pretty much outboxed Pacquiao the entire fight. Better footwork, faster hands, a better boxer. The problem is he didn't throw punches.
Correct.
And Pacquiao did. So what happens is you lose, bruh.
Right.
You getting clocked.
It's fighting at the end of the day.
And you
Yeah.
not clocking back, and that's just all that happened. You know what I mean? That's just what you saw out there was vintage Adrian Broner. pick and choose your shots, and that's just that. He's never been a high volume puncher ever.
He ain't choose no shots the last round. He chose one.
The one.
I just don't like his style. AB. I don't.
Oh God,
What you mean? Like his whole style? The
No, not
press
his fighting
conference
style.
and everything?
I don't like his personality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Let's talk about that real
Yeah, let's
fast.
talk
'cause,
about
he had a clip where he talking about, man, I'd rather be out here selling bricks all night.
He said
I'm like-
right after the fight.
I'm like, my nigga.
Yeah, right after the fight.
You have an opportunity. You standing here in front of everybody, the whole world, and that's what you want to say?
Yeah.
I want to be out. I'd rather be out here selling bricks.
Make him sound ignorant.
So yeah.
That's not even that's super ignorant, bro. You supposed to be fighting for the hood, but then you talking about you should have been out here selling bricks all night,
Shot crazy.
bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
I don't think he really knows what that life's about.
No, he
Shit.
probably
Really doesn't.
fronting. He don't even understand what
If
he's
you did,
saying.
you
I'll
wouldn't
say
say that
this
shit.
much.
He a street nigga?
Yeah, AB did a year in prison before he ever became a pro boxer. And there's a video, I think it was armed robbery.
Oh, okay.
I think he robbed a gas station.
But how old is he
he actually
now?
has a twin brother.
He's what?
He's
Late
my age,
20s?
28, 27, 28.
Okay, so he's probably still living.
There's a video of him when he's 12 years old, and it's circulating now. Because AB's been boxing his entire life.
Right,
I don't know
that's
if y'all
his
ever
thing.
heard of. When y'all came to my house to watch the fight, it was Sean Porter versus Danny Garcia. Remember the fight kept cutting out and shit? Sean Porter is from the same exact city as Adrian Broner. They're both from Ohio. Sean Porter's father is a boxing trainer. He trained that junior Olympic team from Ohio. So he's known Adrian Broner since he's about 9 years old. He said Adrian Broner has been like that his entire life.
But when
He-
when is it enough though? When do you grow up?
No, yeah, exactly. When do you grow up?
I mean, some
that
people
that
don't,
is
though.
very, very true. But just my point in saying all that is that Adrian Broner is a hood dude who comes from the hood, and he doesn't have any But
we all-
he doesn't have any guidance. He's the guy who he had the guidance. It's there in front of his face, but he refused to take it. And
Correct.
that I don't know why. Because there's a video of him now that's going viral. He was 12 years old, and the interview was asking him, if you weren't boxing, what would you be doing?
And
He
what he
said, I
said?
would be robbing people and stealing cars. And she laughed and she said, no, you wouldn't. And he dead serious, bro. 12-year-old
he
kid.
love it.
No, he said literally, you don't know the people I hang around.
Oh, so this was his interview at 12. He
12
said
years
that.
old because he was a boxing prodigy
so I
at
can
that
understand.
age.
Yeah.
But he was a hood
12-year-old
kid. He's a
saying
hood
that.
kid.
I can understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
But don't we all come from the hood?
Yeah.
We all got a sob story. I was just telling Cutter this. We all have a sob story. We all have trials and tribulations. I'm a guy who can attest to that because I had a great childhood, but
Right.
most of my life I grew up focusing on the negative, and I used that to fuel my negative life when I was young. I used that to fuel why I was getting in trouble.
Understood.
I used that to fuel
Correct.
why I was doing the wrong things I
Correct.
was doing. And then shit got really real for me, and I had to take a step back and realize, my nigga, this isn't how I was
Correct,
raised.
and that's what I'm talking about.
This is not what I was
When
supposed
does
to
he
be
get to
doing.
that point?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
That I don't know.
I'm thinking about the 10-year-old or the 11-year-old that's coming up watching my guy.
The young boxers too, man.
Right.
There's young kids
You know
out
what I'm
here
saying?
that are IG phenomenons and are great boxers at young ages, and their idols, Adrian Broner.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You got people watching
I hate to hear them
you.
say
You got
that.
millions of people watching you, and for you to say that as a
He's
young
losing-
black man,
and he's out here
Yeah.
losing fights. He's not. It's just. It's
On
just
top
Not
of that,
winning shit,
on-
bro.
I could kind of see if you was a winner, if you was Mike Tyson
popular-
knocking niggas
he's
out,
not a winner.
and you just
He's not a winner.
I'm gonna say what I gotta say because I'm a boxer and I knock niggas out.
He's
He's not
popular.
a winner.
He's popular for being a clown, basically.
Right.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
Like
Right.
Deontay Wilder, his fight with Fury. Deontay Wilder could talk that shit, bro. You got 39 knockouts on your record. You are still undefeated.
Say what you, yeah, he didn't lose. Say
He's
what you want to
never
say.
lost.
Correct.
He's got 0 L's
Correct.
on his record.
Correct.
That's not Adrian Broner's case at all.
No,
I'm
no.
totally
He
with
lost
you on
like
that.
4 or 3 fights already.
I was his 4th fight. He lost to Sean Porter. He lost to Maidana. He lost to Pacquiao, and he lost to Mikey Garcia. That's 4 losses on his record, and he's got a draw against.
And he's
Jesse
looking,
Vargas.
and that Pacquiao loss looked bad.
Oh, because Pacquiao looked like shit.
And
he
he-
outboxed the fuck out of Pacquiao. His footwork was way faster. His hands were way faster. His defense was A1. The nigga wouldn't throw a punch, bruh.
Terrible.
How you gonna win a fight? You literally, he landed 58 punches in a 12-round fight. Let's do the math.
That's like
That's four and change a fucking round.
Yeah.
And after saying all this, y'all would go and watch the next fight.
I will watch AB's next fight. And I
Because
hate
now
to
it's
say
like
that,
he's a
man.
spectacle now.
Yeah.
Now it's like he's a spectacle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not. I will never root for AB again. I'll never say he's gonna win again. I'll never believe in AB again, bro. Because I believed in him in his last fight.
And that shit,
I
that's-
did, bro. And that
yeah.
shit. Bro, like I tell you, I'm being funny, but I'm being serious. I feel like that girlfriend keep going back to that nigga,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
bro.
that's how I
Yeah,
feel,
bro.
bro.
Yeah,
Because
bro.
I came back and I was like, man, fuck that. Fuck what everybody talking about. AP
This is
gonna
the time.
surprise y'all.
This is the
his
time. Right.
He finally grew up, bro. He finally he's changed trainers.
This was his
Been
fight.
Different.
This was his fight that he had to win.
Yeah, bro.
Prove to everybody.
He James Hardened.
Yeah.
He's the James Harden of
yeah.
boxing, bro.
Perfect.
He's
Playoffs?
the James Harden of boxing, man.
Playoffs?
Yeah. When it doesn't matter, he's great.
Right.
You put him in there with a tune-up or a scrub, man, AB gonna show you some shit you ain't never seen. Like, this is young Floyd. But when you put him in there when it matters,
Flop City.
flopping, bro. Where the
You
hell
know what I'm
Cutter
saying? I don't know.
He probably went to
But yo,
I just realized Cutter dip.
let's take a break real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's
You know,
get it.
We
Fuck
talk
it.
a
We'll
little
take a
bit,
break,
but let's
yeah.
take a break. We come back. You know,
come
we
back
might
and get it
we
right.
might pick this up. We might start something else, depending on how we
you
feel.
know,
We do what we want here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
PRG podcast. Let's get into a Phluid joint. Let's play that We on Fire. We played it a few
Fuck
weeks
with
ago.
that.
I
Yeah,
love
fuck
that
with
joint. So
that.
let's play it again. We on Fire by Phluid. PRG podcast.
Yo.
50 NT Radio. We be right.
Phluid Productions exclusive.
Faded and we came here to be blazed like I'm on some high, cause I'm on one. Trying to get right in this motherfucker, playing spades and I'm Trump tight in this motherfucker. Fired in the pit, came here to be famous. Spit, got an aim for the hit, trying to keep it on the low, no blame for the sin. When the people live in slow mo, changing the pitch. Hit him in the head, I'ma get him. Cut him off, I'm about to drown in the battle and I won't stop now, cause I can't stop smoking that loud. Can't stop smoking that loud. And I'm really feeling that vibe when the girls go down. Let me see my chick go down. Get it mixed up in the system while the blunts go round and round and round and I say, all I really need is $100 million and 100 million bitches in the middle of the city like whoa. Like whoa. Like whoa. All I really need is $100 million and 100 million bitches in the middle of the city like whoa. Like whoa. Like whoa. Shades on fit it like whoa. Came here to get it like whoa. Cooks in the spot like whoa. Cause I'm made in this bitch like whoa. Like whoa. Said who getting lit tonight? Is you what it did you decide? My whole crew's in the spot. That's around like we on fire. We on fire. We on fire. We on fire. Nigga, we on fire. Said who getting lit tonight? Is you what it did you decide? My whole crew's in the spot. That's around like we on fire. We on fire. What you really want from the kid? I'm the girl gon' take a whiff. You don't like your girl, it is what it is. Put the fifth, they ain't never up to 6. But like Drizzy, I be 200 real quick. I'm a fresh bad boy like I'm Will Smith. To the bank, I be on my uncle feel shit. Girl, I got a heart, but I don't feel shit. Novocaine, I'm on my Frank Ocean. I'm off some drinks, feeling like potions. Being in love, but just for the moment. They just my drug and they know it's potent. Hey, though, I just need a re-up. I don't give up, better keep up. You ain't got an ass, baby, keep up. I'ma make your leg show me the piece up. Is it what you want from a nigga? Tell me what you really want from a nigga. What you really want from a nigga? Tell me what you want from a nigga. Said who getting lit tonight? Is you what it did you decide? My whole crew's in the spot. That's around like we on fire. We on fire. We on fire. We on fire. Nigga, we on fire. Said who getting lit tonight? Is you what it did you decide? My whole crew's in the spot. That's around like we on fire. We on fire. Who got the keys to my Lambo? Same nigga with the keys to Orlando. Leaving out with no top like a sando. I'ma pop his whole tape, no sand, yo. I ain't got a stunt, I do what I want. Smoking on the blunt, screaming fuck Trump. I be turning chumps in the whole lumps. I done turn fronts in the stove fronts. Got no really plan with this nigga. Go cool, go super saiyan with the trigger. The flame burn quicker when you hit it with the liquor. The stain grow bigger when you dealing with it. Said who getting lit tonight? Is you what it did you decide? My whole crew's in the spot. That's around like we on fire. We on fire. We on fire. We on fire. Nigga, we on fire. Said who getting lit tonight? Is you what it did you decide? My whole crew's in the spot. That's around like we on fire. We on fire. We on fire. We on fire. Nigga, we on fire.
That shit up,
Wow.
Let's start this over. This ain't on the right foot. This ain't on the right foot.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is 950 ET Radio's
Yes, sir.
podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hope you enjoy them tunes, man. We back.
You know what I'm saying? That joint We on Fire by my man Phluid. You know what I'm saying?
fire.
So that's
go.
featuring
Shout
who?
out to Phluid, man.
Featuring who? J. Lamont, Cuco Cigar. Kiko Man and
That
somebody
track is
else.
fire, bro.
Yeah, that's fire.
That track is
the
fire.
beat is dumb.
Yeah,
the beat is dumb.
just
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we was having during the break. You was talking about Bad Baby.
Catch Me Outside.
Catch me
Catch Me
outside.
Outside, girl.
How about that?
How old is she now?
15, I think.
She look older than
14
she is, bro.
or some shit. 15,
Yeah.
14.
Okay,
I don't know.
Niggas out here keeping track too.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I'm not
dirty.
gonna-
Wait, they got that reminder on.
Y'all stupid. Don't do that. Y'all
They
niggas
did the
wrong.
same thing for fucking Kylie Jenner. Tiger ass niggas out here.
Yeah, that was Tiger.
Nobody
man.
was counting
It's a
until she
shame.
was like 17, 16 and a half.
Yeah.
Because that's when she got all the surgeries and shit on her.
Yeah.
'Cause
Now,
before that,
we
she
was talking about just social media, man, and what it is today, and the people who are famous on social media, the people who all of a sudden are making bread off of it. You know,
Bad
Bad
Baby.
Baby's one of them. You know, the Catch Me Outside girl, the long neck, the wide neck, the dude, ugly God.
The social
Shiggy
media
show.
influencers.
Like all these people that are making money off of social media and whatnot, and I guess how do we feel about that? I'll start it and say that, like when it comes to Bad Baby, okay. My thing with her is this: like people get on her because she came up for being ignorant and disrespectful to her mother. I don't necessarily look at it like that. When you see the show, she is an image of her mother. Is what she was. Her mother was wilding. Her mother was cussing out. And
They used to
flipping out.
fist fight
Yeah,
and
they
all
would
that.
fist fight.
Well, I
and
mean-
she was an image of her mother. And then at the end of the day, she's a 13-year-old girl. Are we really gonna judge people about what they do when they're 13 years old?
Facts.
What the fuck was you doing? When I was 13, I was disrespectful. When I was
Yeah,
13, I
I
wasn't
was wilding
shit.
the fuck out.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
hear
When I
what
was
you're saying.
20 years old, I wasn't shit.
Right.
20 years old, I was on house arrest.
Right.
Like doing mad wild shit.
Yeah.
Cheating on my baby mama, all type of shit. I wasn't shit at 20.
Right.
So why are we gonna judge a 13-year-old girl by how she acted? And then there's people out here like, I was told I'm wrong for following her on social media because she came up for being ignorant and disrespectful. And I'm like, well, she was 13 years old. What the fuck were you doing when you were 13? You gonna judge somebody from when they're 13? You know what I mean? Like that to me is weird. Are we gonna look at kids and
That's a
say
slippery
we
slope.
need to help the youth? Or are we gonna look at the youth and say fuck you and anything you stand for and anything that you're trying to do, we're gonna just disregard it?
I just think a lot of people look at it as rewarding bad behavior. So they see her being disrespectful and everything, and see her
Yeah.
wilding out her mom. And, that's never a good sign.
She was honestly recently. She just threw, not to cut you off, Cutter, but she was just recently throwing like water on Australian rapper. What's her name again? Azalea.
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea. Yeah, he's throwing. And that was like recently too.
Yeah.
That was like about
Yeah,
a
they
month
beefing.
ago.
She just wanted that smoke.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean-
it is what it is on that part.
But at the end of the day, people just don't like giving people praise for bad behavior. That's what it all boils down to.
See, my thing is this too, though. Like, I know a guy who mentors kids, and they be bad as fuck. And he doesn't come in there and try to discipline them.
Right.
Off the dribble, he's rewarding them for
Right.
any little thing they do. He's giving them love. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes that's what they need.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. That's my
You know
thing.
what I'm
Like
saying?
that's a kid. And the thing was, like, I followed that girl. I didn't follow her from when she was on Dr. Phil. I followed her when I heard her music. Like
Gotcha.
I could play off freestyle. The very first
Gotcha.
freestyle I've heard of hers, that shit was fire, bro. I don't know what everybody else think, but I heard that shit. I said, yo, this girl can spit.
She got
She
some.
got bars.
She got riders, but she delivers it very well. Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
I mean,
Like,
I don't know if she wrote that or whatever.
Delivery
the
is
case
a
may
big
be.
deal.
Yeah.
That shit was fire, bro. And I was like, yo,
She
all
got good
about
music.
delivery.
yeah,
And
like.
good, and good visuals. You seen her videos?
Yo, A1. Like,
Yeah.
I fuck with that. Like, okay, I understand why you're known. And I don't think that's her fault because, again, she's a child.
All right.
She's a child.
To speak on the
Go ahead.
talent real fast, you know what I'm saying? Delivery, I mean, having talent ain't just about writing lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because you can give somebody the dopest lyrics and put them in a studio
Niggas
booth.
sound like ass.
and they sound like they reading it. They sound, so delivery is a talent. You know what I'm saying?
Even the people that actually write the dope lyrics don't
They
even
can't. Yeah.
sound
Correct.
good
Correct.
spitting their own lyrics.
Correct.
Shout out to Quentin Miller.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You heard his
Indeed.
version of 10 bands
Yeah.
compared to Drake's?
Indeed,
Come on.
indeed.
Come on,
Yeah.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel it from both ways. I try to stand in the middle and look at both sides. Pause.
What?
I don't even know how that's the pause, bro. I don't even know how that's the pause.
Anyway, let me stop. You know what I'm saying? I think we should support our youth. You know what I'm saying? Because she could be doing a lot worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She could be out.
She could be in jail right now.
You know what I'm saying? She could
Exactly.
have illegitimate children.
Come on.
So you know what I'm saying? She is doing some positive things. I can also, on the flip side, understand what your man was talking about. It's almost like we're celebrating ignorance. You know what I'm saying? When we follow them and we give them accolades, you know what I'm saying? Because all she's known for is ignorance. But you know, when you said that that's how her mom is, so what do we really expect?
It's
you know
like
what I'm saying?
it's like this. It's like two things. A lot of good comes from it, but also a lot of bad can come from it as well. Like from her doing that, it could actually two things. The bad thing it could do is actually make other kids think if I act like she does,
Exactly.
I could make it famous if I become bad.
Right.
On the other hand, if they follow kind of her footsteps and end up being a rapper
can
like
make it
she
famous.
is, make it famous, make her calm down, and then have her doing that rather than going into somebody's house, robbing it,
Right.
selling drugs,
Right.
selling ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or her being a young girl who obviously doesn't have the guidance that she needs. You know, and there's no disrespect to her mother, but I'm just being honest.
It's
from what
life.
Yeah,
It's
like
reality.
Yo, there's a video of her mom out here fighting a bitch on the plane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Her mom is just
Yeah.
way more wild than she is. Like,
Wow.
yeah, like
Yeah.
it's
Can she
pretty
spit
crazy.
though?
Exactly. But you know, I mean, my whole thing was like, all right, I didn't fuck with the girl for the whole Dr. Phil thing. You know what I mean? And I get why people would look at her a certain way, but at the end of the day, it's like, are you really going to judge a child, a 13-year-old child, by how they act? How were you acting at 13?
Very
Like if
differently.
somebody looked at you at 13 years old and said, "Hey, I don't like you. I don't like the way you act. And anything you're doing, I ain't supporting it. And anybody around me who supports you, I ain't fucking with them." To a child,
That's
a little
ridiculous.
excessive.
When you think about
This
it
is
like
a child.
it's ridiculous.
It's a fucking kid, bro.
Yeah.
Like even as far as the kid in the recently with the Make America Great Again hat that was
Yeah.
in front of the Indian.
yeah.
I looked at that whole scenario, right? I just looked at everything.
Good topic.
And I said, listen, for one, everybody's sitting out here lying, making this meme about he was yelling, "Build the wall" in front of that Native American.
nobody-
face.
yeah.
He
nobody
never
was
said
saying
that.
that. Nobody was
He and nobody around him ever said "build the wall" in front of that man's face. So that pisses me off because that's the whole left side.
It's the media. It's the media.
Than the media, but it's the left side of the media who talks about the right side. Remember, I talked about this on the show
But they
before.
using them same tactics.
Yeah, I've talked about how I was very left, and then I took a step back and looked at everything and realized the left ain't no different from the right. The left is out here lying just like the right is
You're
lying.
right, you're right.
And the left is lying, saying that these kids were saying, yelling, "Build the wall" in front of a Native American
They
face.
using
Watch
the
that
same
video. You'll
techniques.
never hear them kids
They
say that
using the
one
same
time.
techniques.
To be honest, everyone in that video had a part in it being bad.
Facts. Everybody
Every
had
single body.
it. Everybody had, and when I heard that boy's story, I'm not saying he's right, and I'm not
Correct.
saying I agree with him.
Understood.
But when that boy said that they were yelling at them, and them black Israelites had some bars, they were calling them school shooters, and they were calling them white boys, everything else in the book, and that's okay. Say what you want to say about them. That's cool. That's what y'all was there to do.
You have a right.
But when that Indian came in through the middle, that white boy said straight
Native
up and
American.
down, "I don't know." Yeah, Native American. You're right. I'm sorry.
No doubt.
Native American came through the middle. The white boy straight up said, "Listen," he walked straight up to me, and at that point in time, I don't know who's friend and I don't know who's foe, and I'm not gonna just back down because you walking in my face. There's no reason for that white boy to turn around and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, man." He has no right. He has no reason to do that. So there's nothing wrong with him standing there, folding his arms across his chest and just standing there.
You
and
might
saying,
not like
"Listen,
it.
You don't intimidate me.
You might not
you
like
might
it.
not like that this white boy with the MAGA hat on isn't scared and he's not bowing down to you. But he does not have to.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have
You
to.
don't have- and you don't
at
have
the
to
end of the
agree
day,
with it.
Also, that is a kid. That's a child.
I still wanted to punch him in his face.
I
though.
feel you on that. And you can
Yeah, I
want to
feel
punch
you.
him in the face, bro. I feel
feel
you on
you.
that. You can want to punch him in the face, bro. That's okay. I can get you can want to do that. But at the same time, if you're 16 years old and somebody walks up on you, bro, I don't care what race they are. Real talk. A Dominican nigga could walk up on you and be in your face.
Facts.
How you gonna act, bro?
Yeah, no.
No
That's
doubt,
what I'm
no doubt,
saying,
no doubt,
dog.
no
Like,
doubt.
come on, bro. Somebody walk up on you.
You know what it is? Remove the hat.
Yeah,
Like, see,
that,
why
that
is
hat
that?
escalates
So if
shit.
he had a Yankee hat on, it's a different issue.
It's a different issue.
That's a
Yeah.
problem to me though too, because
It's a
like
different
it's a
issue.
fucking hat, bro. Are we that?
I
Are we
mean-
at that point in society now where somebody wearing a hat will bother you?
That fucking hat.
Like-
I don't care what nobody says,
just
bro.
a symbolism of
that fucking hat is bullshit,
I mean,
bro.
I get it. But-
Anybody that wears that fucking hat,
Bro, I got a tattoo By man,
Oh, you got to make
skinhead, bro.
America?
Stop
This
it. You
man
got a MAGA
man,
tattoo?
No, but I'm saying, like, my point is, the nigga that tatted this on me had lightning bolts on his other arm. And
Right.
I peeped them lightning bolts.
Right.
Other people might not peep them
No, I
lightning
feel what
bolts.
you're
I
saying.
know them lightning bolts.
That's that
mean.
Aryan joint.
And I asked him about it.
And what he
he
said?
kept it a buck with me. He told me straight up, I'm not a racist, I'm a separatist. I feel like black people should be with black people. White people should be with white people. You Puerto Rican, you need to reproduce
There's
with your
plenty-
own people.
there's plenty of
And
black
you need
people
to
that
do
feel the
for your,
same way.
And you, exactly. And you need to do for your own people.
There's plenty of people
The
that
fuck
feel the
is
same
wrong with
way.
that, bro? You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
it sounds shitty, but when you think about it, there's plenty of people that feel the same exact way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? But you know, I just say
It's like how I said. It's just like wherever there's good, there's always bad. And
Well, it
like
has
the,
to be.
The good part
But
is
it's always-
you're trying to make your race
The best it could be.
the best it could be, but at the same time, like how we said on the New Year's show, ask how he got them lightning bolts. He had to do something to a black man or a minority in order bad in
Yeah.
order to get those lightning bolts.
He did.
So it kind of like offsets it. I get it. I actually agree with that part, like making your race like, you know what I'm saying.
But
bigger,
see, you say that, but at the same time, if you saw, and there's videos out here of black people taking advantage of white people, we laugh at that. That's
Right.
cool. That's okay.
But if it's reversed, it's a
But
problem.
if it's reversed, it's a problem for you.
Yeah.
But if you saw a black man taking advantage of a white man, you would love that video. You
Not
wouldn't
really.
give a fuck.
Not really. I'm gonna be honest.
a lot of us would.
Exactly.
A lot of us
people that
would.
gonna keep it a buck, they're gonna tell you straight up, I don't give a fuck. I want to see that.
A lot of people will see.
There's a video right now going viral of a black officer that slaps the shit out of a white man because he called him a bitch.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I
Yeah.
watched that video. I
Yeah.
said he should have slapped the shit out that man.
Yeah.
But if he was a white officer and I
what?
was a
Oh, it
black
would've been
man,
over. It would've been
I'm
over.
gonna be real. I'd have felt a different kind of way.
I seen that video.
Just
and
beat a buck.
Yeah, you're kind of right. I ain't gonna lie.
So like, keep that shit 1,000. I feel the same
got
way with
to.
these kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like people, we look at these kids on social media, and I feel like it's a certain level of hate. The same way I talked about the last episode that we put out that adults hate on kids. I feel like people hate on these social media kids. You see a kid like long neck or wide neck, and you say, this dumb motherfuckers have nothing. They don't have no type of nothing special about
They got
them.
something.
They fucking retarded, and they making all this money and doing all this shit.
That's
I feel
hate.
like that's hating,
That
bro.
is hate. That
you
is
know,
hate.
You know what I'm saying? Because that
remember, I
kid,
asked you. I was like, "Is that hate?" Because
I feel like, yeah, you did in
know
the
what
group
I'm
chat.
saying?
But Shutter said, well, is that really hate? Because they're not doing shit. And I said, I feel like that is hate. And I'm going to tell you why I feel like that's hate. Because that kid long neck, and I'm going to give Cutter the shout out. He had me on Tom and Dan. We were
Hey.
listening to them. And they had a guy
crackers.
on there who fucks with long neck and wide neck. And he said, listen, that kid long neck is from Flint, Michigan. He is from the fucking projects. He is from the hood. He never had shit. He had a fucking weird ass neck, weird ass body. He been made fun of his whole life. Guess what? That kid embraced it. He became famous on social media. He's making $10,000 a week now. He's sending
Well,
money to
nice.
his mother. He's sending money to his brother. He's taking care of his family. Why the fuck would we hate on that?
But it's crazy because isn't that what we tell each other to do?
Look at Fat Boy.
Embrace.
Look at Fat Boy. People don't think Fat Boy is funny. I
Yeah.
find him hilarious,
Yeah.
and that's another thing. Like,
I like him.
like I
And he
said,
embraced
Bad Baby. I like Bad Baby's music. So guess what? I'm gonna follow her. I don't give a fuck if y'all feel like she's ignorant, disrespectful when she was 13. I support the
People
girl's
change.
music. I support the fact that she just made $1 million deal on makeup.
Hey.
Shout out to that young girl.
Hey.
Fuck what y'all talking about.
She getting it
I
how she
support
get it.
that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. Go ahead. My
No,
bad.
and I was just gonna say like and it goes back to like the long neck, the wide neck. Why am I gonna hate on these people who are? They might be funny to somebody else just because I don't find like I find Fat Boy funny, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
people that don't think Fat Boy is funny.
That's
My wife thinks this dude on IG is hilarious. He's this white dude. I don't even know his name. He always making girl skits. He's a white boy, but he's always making girl skits. I think he's lame as fuck. My wife thinks he's hilarious. So
Everybody
she
got-
follows him. She supports him.
Everybody got their humor. Like for example,
Exactly.
For example, I like Curb Enthusiasm. My
I
late,
don't know what that is.
that's
Larry David.
Larry David. He did Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I like Seinfeld
I
too.
have no idea.
My-
I didn't think Seinfeld. See, I didn't think Seinfeld was funny.
I like Seinfeld.
It was
I like Seinfeld.
My
It's a
dad
fucking
loves
classic.
Seinfeld. That was
It's
his
a classic.
favorite fucking show. That and Friends.
And that brings it to your point that where like some people think certain stuff funny, some people think they
point.
don't.
Exactly.
That's my point. Like
Yeah.
I like Bad Baby's music. I think she makes good music. You might not think she makes good music. That's cool. I think Fat Boy is funny. Some people don't. I think Chicklet and Melanie are funny as fuck. The
Yeah.
couple.
Yeah.
People think they're fucking retarded.
I think they're hilarious, bro.
I
Yeah,
think they're
funny.
fucking
I like-
hilarious.
I like the
a lot of
dynamic
people
between both.
don't
It's entertainment.
fucking like them.
you know what I'm saying? It's entertainment.
But why should you hate on this person and then take it as far as to degrade people who follow them? You know what I mean? Like I've been literally told that I'm a certain type of person for following certain people on social
That's
media.
fuckery. That's
fucking crazy.
Because
bruh.
you should be judged on your life and your works, not who
Thank
you
you, my
follow
brother.
on social media.
Thank you, my brother.
You know what I'm saying? If you sit around walking around doing charitable works,
Come on,
feeding
bro.
the poor,
Come on, man.
you know what I'm saying, giving clothes to the homeless, and then because you happen to follow a certain social media figure
Come on, man.
in your spare time, that makes you a
Crazy.
bad person.
A child at that.
That doesn't make any
People
sense.
will be out here all day talking about how we want to help the youth and they want to do this and do that.
And then when somebody getting on,
yeah,
you hating.
but all of a sudden this child might not be the way you expect a child to be, and you're like, oh no, fuck them, fuck anything they stand for, and anybody around them who's trying to support them, fuck all y'all.
I mean, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea.
Yeah, if it's not your
but
cup
don't
of
get
tea.
on no fuck you shit.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
That's
just
my
saying.
thing. If it's not like
Should we treat like Trump supporters the way you saying? we should?
exactly,
I got no, like I said, and I've been
Exactly.
saying this from
Great
day
point,
one.
Fredro.
I've
Yeah.
been saying this from day one. I know black people in
Thank you.
real
Me
life
too.
who voted for Trump, and we still are cool. We still got love for
Thank
each
you, my
other.
brother.
So what's the
you a rare breed, because a lot of niggas out here don't think like that, don't act like
it
that.
has nothing. Who you
Yeah,
vote
yeah.
for has nothing to do with me.
Shit.
Exactly.
I held a
You know
door
what
for
I'm
a redneck today. You know what I'm saying? We cool. You know what I'm saying? We like the same shit, nigga.
Nah, but for real though. In all seriousness, bro, like I have close family members
Yeah, bro.
that are Trump supporters.
So
It is what it is.
If you gonna shit on somebody because of the choices they make, is that really freedom? You know what I'm saying? That's
Come
not
on.
freedom.
Come on.
Because you sitting here, your decisions are going to be made based on how people treat you.
Yeah.
You might say, I'm going to vote for this person, but I don't vote for this person because my hood ain't going to accept me.
We gotta
That's
stop-
not a true thought.
Nope.
That's not a true vote.
We have to stop this team shit. This teams like Democrat or Republican, for
Right,
example. Teams.
right.
Everybody
We
wants
be divided, though.
Right.
It's
That's-
either
that's
you
how
on that
everything
side
is.
or you on this side. No,
Nah, bro.
We all have different opinions. Let's try to blend it somehow and compromise.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, here's an interesting scenario. I'll put you in my real life perspective. My boss is a Trump supporter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I work for him, old white dude. You know what I'm saying? But he cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He treat me right. Make sure he pay me enough and everything. But we have two different political views, but we coexist.
Bruh.
We don't even talk politics. We talk stupid shit and how we can prank people at work.
Bruh.
but I bet
You know
you,
what I'm saying?
if
Bruh.
y'all sat down and talked politics, it might ruin your whole relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
And isn't
Most
that
definitely.
a fucking shame?
That is
Yeah.
a shame.
That is such a shame in today's society. Just like he said, the man he works for is a Trump supporter, and he treats him damn good. And I know he does, because I know
Yeah.
Cutter very well. Cutter makes fucking great money. He does very well
I
for
thought he was going to
himself.
shout my salary out.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do
He said he
that.
mad.
No, in all seriousness, like Cutter makes good money. He has a great fucking job, and that man treats Cutter well. He's told me shit about when he's told his boss to do things, and he does it.
My
Like,
nigga.
he's that type of boss, right? Like
his
where,
boss got some
yeah,
money,
like
I'll tell
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but all of it, but that can all change because he's a Trump supporter, right? If he came in the terminal wearing a MAGA hat,
Thing is that Trump is a dickhead. He does some dickhead shit. He
Yeah.
We all agree.
talks
Fred,
his
you're a
ass
dickhead.
sometime.
We're all
Yeah,
dickheads.
yeah, facts.
Black can be a
Everybody-
dickhead.
Yes,
Cutter can be
sir.
a fucking asshole.
Yes,
I can
sir.
be the biggest
But-
asshole in the
But,
world.
Yes,
but
sir.
Trump ain't all bad, man. There's a lot of stuff that he passed that makes sense.
Talk
a
about
lot
it.
of things. I'm telling you.
They
Niggas don't
want
wanna
to
hear
hear
that.
They don't want to hear that
Nope.
shit, bro.
Nope.
out here,
Like
bro.
just recently, you just shared it where
the Prison Reform Act.
Hey,
Do y'all
shout out
even
to
know
Meek
that Trump
Mill.
passed the Prison Reform
Yeah,
Act?
yeah.
Y'all don't even know. It's called the First Step Act. Trump
Was that-
and guess what? You know, y'all Auntie Maxine or the black lady that was out here, the Democrat, she voted no against that Prison Reform Act. And I have, man, I'm about to find a picture. I have all the
Talk
black
about it, bro.
Democrats that voted against the Prison Reform Act.
Talk about it,
But
bro.
nobody talks about this
Talk
shit.
about it, bro.
How about just recently when they tried to pay the Coast Guard situation, and all the Democrats said no.
Said no.
Just to prove a point to put pressure on.
Every single military branch was getting paid in the shutdown. They want to tell you that Trump's shutdown is the same to Obama's, and it's not. Because in Obama's shutdown, nobody got paid. Obama's shutdown was very short. I'm not going to deny that. It was very short. But in Obama's shutdown, nobody got paid. In the Trump shutdown, a lot of people got paid. There was people who were not getting paid, of course. But a lot of all military branches got paid except the Coast Guard. And they had the opportunity to let the Coast Guard get paid, and they denied it. You know, now they did go ahead and open up the government
try to-
today
to try to
for
prove
3
a point.
weeks. But yeah, but that's my thing. That's why I've been saying it becomes a problem because you have the left and you have the right, and that's what it becomes.
We got to stop this team
We
shit.
have to stop that shit and just know what's right.
Because you remember-
don't hate Trump to hate Trump. Sorry, bro. I just gotta say, don't hate Trump just to hate Trump.
A lot of us do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People hate Trump and have no. And if you ask them in all seriousness, what has Trump done? What policy has he put in place? What bill has he passed to degrade black people or to degrade
All they're gonna say
minorities?
he's an asshole.
No, all they're gonna say is the things he said. Well, he said
Yeah,
this.
they do it based
but
on
he said
personality.
that. But he
mean-
makes me feel like, man, shut the fuck up, man.
A lot of the shit
Pussy
that
ass shit.
Trump says and has done, a lot of us has thought the same motherfucking thing.
Man, I'm about to just leave right now.
You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
whole.
Because we all
fucking-
know that.
Exactly,
we all
bruh.
know that. And I'm not saying that
But
I'm
people
a Trump
don't have
supporter.
the balls to say it.
Let's clarify before we go any further. We're not saying that we're Trump
And me too.
supporters.
I did not vote for him. I didn't
No,
vote
me
for
either,
him.
me either.
But we need to stop all of this. Y'all are doing the same thing they did to Obama.
Bang.
That's all we doing.
Bang.
All black people are doing
Bang.
and minorities are doing to Trump.
And another thing
is what everybody else did to Obama.
And another thing is that a lot of people don't know, but Obama actually started building a wall.
Obama did not start. He built a wall.
he had built-
250 miles of wall were signed off
And he
by
got
Obama
funded.
and Hillary.
And he got funded.
350.
Obama put a travel ban into place.
More
Do
people.
y'all remember that? Muslims were not allowed to travel into this country under Obama during a certain period of time. All of a sudden, yeah, nobody cares about that type of shit, though.
But it
man.
goes back, because we need to take another break soon, but it goes back to what you said before. A lot of people just vote for shit and support shit because they feel that they're obligated to.
Yep.
Facts.
And they don't even
Because you're a
know
certain skin color.
Exactly. And they don't even know the ins and outs of what they're voting for.
And if you vote that way, that's an easy way for somebody to put somebody, oh, he's black. Let's put him in. He's black.
Correct.
But he sees all our views. So if he's black, it could be all bad views. You know what I'm saying? And then we vote for this guy because he's black.
And
And,
people
he
don't even
fucks
know.
up everything.
And the thing
Correct.
is this, most people don't, and this is the thing I hate, it bothers me so much with black people, is the fact that y'all, we, now I'm going to say
You said
y'all,
y'all.
we,
No doubt.
because
I appreciate you.
I'm black.
I appreciate you.
At the end of the day, I ain't white.
I know how y'all feel.
I ain't white.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I know
at the
how
end of the
y'all
day,
feel.
we will vote for somebody because, and I've done it, man. I've
Yeah.
done it. We'll vote for somebody
We
for
all
our
have.
skin color, but y'all don't. We don't realize they're not for us.
Yeah.
They
Wasn't
are
it-
not for us.
What was the black gentleman who was running?
Andrew Gillum?
Yeah.
And didn't you say that he was for bringing
He was for
state tax?
First of all,
all right.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Andrew Gillum. Let me ask y'all something. If Trump receives money from a racist, do y'all feel Trump is racist? In all seriousness, if he receives money to fund his campaign from somebody who is racist, how do you feel about that?
I mean, most people are going to say he's racist.
So if Andrew Gillum received money from
know
somebody
where
who
you're
was a
going already.
pedophile, how do you feel about that?
You would say he's supporting a pedophile, so you must be a pedophile.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that, and y'all look that up how you feel. Everybody listening, everybody on here. If you receive money from a man who is a pedophile,
So if our boss is a pedophile and he gives us money, how does that make
I mean,
sense?
what if you
No,
don't know
that's
about
the
it, though?
difference.
What if you don't know about it?
if I work for you and you're a pedophile, I have that choice, right? And the same thing is, if somebody gives me money to support my campaign as a pedophile, I have the choice to take that or not. Do I not?
Yeah.
And he was asked about this on camera, and man, I hated to see it, but I had to see it because, like I told y'all, you have to look at everything from every side. So I follow leftist pages, Democratic pages, and I follow rightist pages, right? Republican pages. And there was a Republican page that I followed that showed a man at a rally protesting, and he walked up to Andrew Gillum on camera and asked him, "You took money from so and so. Why would you do that?" And Andrew Gillum in the camera said, "Oh, that man's been a friend of mine for a long time. And,
Wow.
that man is a flat out pedophile that he took that money from."
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Florida, we don't have a state income tax. You know, and that
Talk
means
about
that
it.
doesn't come out of all of our checks. We all need our money, right?
Talk about
None
it.
of us in here rich. Andrew Gillum would have been governor. More taxes is coming out of your check because now Florida would have had a state income tax.
Oh God,
We don't have that. We would have had that with him
about
under
it.
there.
that's another $150
And he would have
out of the check.
he would have increased the taxes that we pay already.
All right. I love the topic, but we got to take a break.
Let's take a break.
You know what I'm saying? We're
We're
going
gonna come back. We're gonna come back to it.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take a break. We're gonna
PRG,
listen to
baby.
a couple of joints. PRG podcast. Let's play a little brother Chino. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into that win joint. You know what I'm saying? 950 ENT
Brother
radio.
Chino.
You know what I'm saying? PRG podcast. We'll be right back.
brother, Chino. Had to put in pain just to get to that guap. Going hard and I'm never gonna stop. Ain't no running me. Had to get to the top. Hop in the whip, drifting off in the drop. Breaking bangs. For an order, yeah, we switching lanes. No flex around me, real is taking chains. Ask about us, yeah, we put in pain. Yeah, they don't wanna see us win. Hoppers want us in the sky. They don't know where we been. Niggas hate, I wonder why. They don't wanna see us win. Hoppers want us in the sky. They don't know where we been. Niggas hate, I wonder why. Young Rilla who stay causing noise. Had to play the block, I ain't have a choice. Had to ice up so I could hear my voice. Singing with the grip, had to double the choice. I'm Chino from the south side. C block where the hollows fly. Lost my heart when I heard Danny die. Gotta stay focused where he bound mine. Chasing that cheddar, I'm breaking the bank. I got realers around me who tugging that thing. Don't act like you body, this body drop in. Survival the fittest, don't act like you bang. My shooters is with me, they taking bodies. Disrespect any name, you gon' see the gang. I ain't from high bitch, but I got the bridge with me. They all of my realers, you can tell by the slang. Go to Starless just to blow it back. Big booty bitches shaking all that ass. I'm taking over, see the camouflage. Steady making moves, show no love to my class. This ain't gas, it's that Rolo pack. Pockets heavy, you can see the racks. Always strapped, I can never lag. Had to lay low, but you know I'm back. They want me gone, I know. I was plotting on the low, you know the streets stay cold. Sometimes it feels so alone when you don't know who gon' fold. When them hard times unfold, that's why I marry my pole. I can't trust no soul, to leave the hood is the goal. Mama said stay bold, mama I know. Had to put in pain just to get to that guap. Going hard and I'm never gon' stop. Ain't no running me, had to get to the top. Hop in the whip, drifting off in the drop. Breaking bangs, for an order, yeah we switching lanes. No flex around me, real is taking chains. Ask about us, yeah we put in pain. Yeah, they don't wanna see us win. Hoppers want us in the sky. They don't know where we been. Niggas hate, I wonder why. They don't wanna see us win. Hoppers want us in the sky. They don't know where we been. Niggas hate, I wonder why. Focus you talking about, nigga, I'm running that south. Whole gang wildin' out, nigga better watch his mouth. Whole gang popping out, Mary's on me right now. Ex watching for the flex, she just wanna fucking sex. I just want these damn checks. Yeah, when I pull up, all my realest on go, no handouts. Did this shit on my own, no fake love. Gotta stay in my zone when you talk to me. Better watch your tone, don't act like you even know me. Cause I did this shit by my dolly. Better catch up, yeah, moving slowly. With my gang, nigga, never lonely. Steelo got gas, Ace got the toolie. I'm a new nigga to niggas that knew me. Flashing lights like we shooting a movie. A nigga a fan, your nigga a goofy. With my realest and we roam through the night, stay gripped up. And we ready to fight to my op niggas. You know it's on stage, steady masked up. With the lean of my Sprite, they have faith in me. Look how far we came. I'm brother Chino, nigga, I'm taking over the game. I can't love no bitch, all you bitches the same. Mama praying, I stay out of that frame, yeah. Had to put in pain just to get to that guap. Going hard and I'm never gon' stop. Ain't no running me, had to get to the top. Hop in the whip, drifting off in the drop. Breaking bangs, for an order, yeah we switching lanes. No flex around me, real is taking chains. Ask about us, yeah we put in pain. Yeah, they don't wanna see us win. Hoppers want us in the sky. They don't know where we been. Niggas hate, I wonder why. They don't wanna see us win. Hoppers want us in the sky. They don't know where we been. Niggas hate, I wonder why.
Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back.
Thank
We here.
you. But yeah,
This is how we do though.
Yeah, she ready to press
PRG.
record.
This is PRG. People reaching goals is what we do. This is part of the reason we did this, because this is the conversations we just have.
no,
this
like
how it goes.
I went to Pine Ridge in Deltona, Florida. And like this place,
Gotta get it specific.
Yeah, this place, like they treated us like we were literally in jail. Like I felt like I was in a jail. Like when I was in there, like the way they set things up, like you can't. It was just, it wasn't like really no freedom. Like they didn't really have nothing for us. It was always like order.
I went to Pine Ridge for a little bit.
Yeah, it was just too much order, man. For me, I don't know.
It was like herding cattle everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I
I
kind of lost track. I had a point and I forgot.
It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It happens sometimes. It bees like that sometimes.
Yeah. It'd be like that.
So what's going with what old boy?
Cool.
You know who I'm talking about? The dude who got this.
my
What's
man.
going
Talking
on,
about
man?
that Ozuna, man.
Ah, man.
Let's talk about that.
What's going on?
Okay,
What's going
so homie, he was 16 years old. He was badly manipulated, influenced, and he didn't have no money at the time. He was broke. He wasn't who he is today. And the artist known as Ozuna today thought it was a good idea when he was 16 to go and do like a gay porno video. where he's like in a room like jerking off with like wild gay dudes and. Like,
I mean, did he think it was a good idea, or did he just need money?
He just needed money at the end of the day. So now,
wait, so that was the video. So he was in a room full of gay dudes and he was jerking off.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's because when I heard about it, my lady actually put me onto this room, and I was just like, okay, so was he getting his black blown out?
Yeah, like what happened?
Yeah, what was he doing? And then like I just started listening to rumors about like he was the bottom, and you know what I'm saying. I was like, was he the bottom or was he the top? Because that would kind of make a difference for me, but not really. But if he was the top, it would be a little bit different. You know, he would still be gay, but not all the way gay. You know what I'm saying? Was he getting his black blown out or not? But come to find out, it was just him in the room jerking off, and it got broadcasted. It got put into a gay DVD porno video.
I mean, it seems like it should be in that category, though.
Yeah,
I mean, I would agree.
So wait. So what did he say? Has he said anything
we
about
established that last
he
time.
already went out and said like, can you let us know, Yalitza, real quick? Or what was his statement? You remember?
He just said that
We can't hear you. The audience can't hear you. You got to come to the mic real quick.
he just said that he
No. You have to get up and get on the mic. They don't hear you.
Get on the mic.
He basically just said that he admits to doing it, that he apologizes, and
Why should he apologize?
Yeah, why?
Why do you
Don't
have to
apologize.
Why?
people
For
are
what?
crazy about it.
That has nothing to do
So
with
he
his
said
music.
he did it. Okay.
Yeah, so he says he did
Why would
it.
you apologize though if you did it?
Right.
White didn't apologize.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah, at the time, it goes into what our first topic was. A lot of these kids are like they have to do what they got to do sometimes for money. A lot of times they're badly influenced. You know what I'm saying? They don't got nothing.
Yeah.
You want
Kids, man.
Do you want him to do porn or do you want him robbing your house? That's what it is at the end of the day.
I'd rather him sell drugs. I'm just saying.
You'd rather him sell drugs?
I'm just saying. I mean, if he had a choice, I'm sure he could have sold a little drugs instead of
All right.
whack off.
Wait,
in
what's
the
the question? What's the question? I want to clarify before I answer. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. He was young. He was a kid. It's a shame he was in that situation, and he felt like he had to do that. You know what I mean? That's pretty crazy. Me personally, I think I would have found many other ways to try to get money. But you know, hey,
you gotta think about it. Puerto Rico,
shit, you never know, man. I don't know what the fuck.
How much money was he getting?
Yeah, like
probably wasn't
I
getting that
don't
much,
know.
though.
I don't know, probably like $200-$300.
Hey, he
man,
said,
I'm about to
I don't
say.
think
He was
getting that much money.
again. He was like 16 years old
Yeah.
at the end of the
Oh
day.
my god.
What should make it even
But
worse?
that's child porn, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
child-
illegal.
Oh,
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
Even
that's
worse.
so
That's
bad.
illegal in 50 states.
That is so.
You know what I mean?
That's illegal. I'm pretty sure all over the world.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be jerking off when you're 16 in a room full of good bunch of guys. That's just crazy.
Well, there was a
Sending him money like $50,000.
yeah, there was a guy.
50 racks?
Yeah, he was pretty
Oh,
much
that's
extorting
a lot of
him
money.
Yeah.
and saying, "I'm gonna bring this
Oh.
out if you don't." If
Oh,
if you
somebody
don't,
extorted him.
and that person that actually was trying to extort him actually
thought you-
got killed a couple months back.
I mean, but can you really extort somebody? Like, nigga, you got child porn. I'm turning you into the authorities.
Yeah.
That's true. Like, why do you have that?
Though.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's
Flip
a good
that shit
point.
on. I'm like, nigga, all right,
Yeah,
cool,
that's
let's
a
meet
good
up.
point.
Like, he has child porn. Look at it.
Yeah, facts.
Yep.
That's not my face.
Facts.
It's not me, though.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. Gotta flip that shit on him.
Shit is nuts,
Hey,
man. So
I
what-
mean, if
I don't
that's
know.
what he likes, then hey, that's what you do, buddy.
Yeah,
But-
I'm not gonna lie to you. I lived in North Carolina at the time.
and what you was doing, Fred?
Greensboro. Stop it. Nah. Easy, yo. No, I've been
How
I've been,
much, Fred?
This
How
is actually
much?
I don't know. I've been approached by men that actually asked me like, yo,
Yeah,
if
some
you-
crazy shit?
No, wild shit. Like I had a guy in North Carolina.
Right.
Literally, I'm walking home from
Peace, God.
to my house. He pulls up next to me like a normal dude. Like
No, he pulled up on you.
pulled up on me like I was a
What
broad.
pants you was wearing? How you was looking? You was walking through the street with tight pants on?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, what you had on, man?
I went to the store real quick, so I had some weird looking. You know how you dress when you go to Walmart late night, man. So, anyways,
Nigga say skinny jeans, no drawers.
Yo.
so he pulls up next to me like a normal
Son
dude. Like,
is
hey,
wow.
I found it weird, like he was trying to get to know me, and then like towards mid conversation, I'm like, all right, where are we going with this? Because this is getting a little weird.
Yeah.
So, come to find out. He asked me, he was just like, yo, I'll pay you if you jerk off in front of me.
Peace. Wow. Peace.
pay
God.
you.
Wow.
But you know what
Peace,
that
God.
leads into, though.
Yeah.
That's all gay dudes do. They lead you in. That's how
That's
they
the
lead
game
you in.
plan.
They said, I'll pay you
That's
to jerk off in front of
crazy,
me.
though.
They see you, they
That's
get
a hard
turned on,
lead-in.
and they be
No
like,
pun intended.
I pay you 300, jerk off in front
But
of me.
that's just bold,
God.
though.
But listen, you in
just
front of
gonna
them.
pull up on somebody on the side of the road and
But
say
listen,
some shit
nigga,
like
listen.
that?
Driving slow next to you.
Listen, so when
Put
the
the hazard lights on.
act happens, when you're in the middle of the act, guess what happens next? The second round is that they get turned on and be like, you know what? I'll pay you $600 if you let me touch your hand while you're doing it. Like weird shit.
Peace,
And
God.
it ups and ups. And after a while, someone
Peace,
that's desperate
God.
for the money is
That's
gonna
how
be
people
like,
get fucked up, though. Yeah, they
Yeah.
get in a bad situation, man.
luckily that day,
Yeah.
luckily that
He
day.
said, I just got paid, so I was good.
Luckily that
Hey,
day,
I just got paid.
I had this BB gun that actually Johnny Lewis I took from Johnny Lewis because he left it in my house when I was living in Florida. When I moved to North Carolina for college, never even went to college, but went out there for college. But anyway,
Yeah, that's the next segment.
yeah. But I went out there and I had this BB gun that the tip was in orange. We colored it in black, so it looked like a Tech 9. So anybody that doesn't know guns thinks that's a real gun.
Yeah.
True.
So I was like, yo, I'm gonna go inside real quick. I'll come back out. I came back out. He bounced, drove out. I was like, yo,
Out there
mother.
wilding.
Yeah, I was just like, nah,
these
man, you
streets.
crazy out here. And that, back then, I was like, not open minded about gay stuff, and
Yeah.
so I felt a certain type of way. I felt plays. I said, all right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a condom. Came out. I was like, he pulled that. He didn't know it wasn't a real gun. It was a BB gun.
So nowadays that you're open-minded, you might have just let them slide in them cheeks, Fred.
Like I said, a little bit more than open minded.
I don't know. It's hard times right now. I jerk off in front of a gay dude. You stand in that corner, I'm going to stand here. Stay 6 feet away, I'll jerk off. How much is it going to be? 300? Yeah, I'm going to need
I'm
that
not going to
300.
judge you, Fred. I'm not going to judge
Only
you
on
if
the
people do
PRG
that. Yeah.
podcast.
We're people reaching goals. We're trying to understand everybody's
Y'all
situation.
know what goal he trying to reach.
And if
It's,
you're broke, you might
goal
do
is a
it.
goal.
Let me see that again.
If you're broke, you might do it, man. Hey.
I was extorting him?
Let's see. Let's take a look.
Excursion.
Oh, this dude is
Oh,
mad.
what the
Mo.
Yo.
He's wilding. I mean, he's
Okay.
doing his thing.
Hey, that's
He's
what he
living his
chooses to
life.
do. He's living his
Hey,
life.
hey, he's living his life.
Living his best life.
You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. But anyway.
Who died? That guy?
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. to
Rest
him.
in peace.
why he got
So sad.
When he got shot, a whole bunch of glitter fell out.
Yeah. It's like I was jerking off to you, Ozuna. I let the whole world know.
Oh man, Fred, you're terrible.
Why you
That
me that
might have
50
been-
grand?
That
Oh,
might
no?
have been one of the funniest shits we heard on this show. That nigga said when he got shot, glitter fell out.
Who said that?
One of y'all niggas just said
Cutter
that.
Calhoun just said
I
that.
said.
Yo,
Slim
son.
Cutter. Nah,
Cutter
come on,
Calhoun.
chill, y'all. Chill.
Hey, what I
She over
said.
there showing some crazy shit. Right?
Rainbow.
Yeah, no, no, we not.
I love my gay folks, but
I mean, it's funny.
y'all got.
Some of my best friends
Let
are
me
gay.
just shut up. Let me just shut up. Let me just shut up.
See, all right, I'm gonna say this. I don't have no problem with
we
somebody
good.
being homosexual. I don't care
Nah.
what you do.
Nah.
The problem,
I'll be friends with. They're the coolest friends. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
They
I
get
mean,
you all the bitches.
you know,
That is true.
They do.
yeah,
You ain't hear that from me, though.
a gay gentleman. You know what I'm saying.
He's gonna have a lot of female friends. That's just
Yeah,
how
true that,
it's gonna
true
be.
that.
So yeah.
I mean, a gay gentleman. You know what I'm saying. He taught me all I know about computers and shit.
Oh, I don't know where this was going.
Nah.
Yeah.
What websites he took you to?
Nah. But I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? I know that was, that was
fair.
borderline. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say pause. You know what I'm saying?
Pause for too long. I was like,
Pause.
oh,
Nah.
between
Suspense. He taught me.
Yo,
All I know about
and when you
computers.
edit this, take that pause out. Just, move that shit over a little.
I know
bit.
we said we're gonna be transparent more on this show, but
That's see-through. That ain't even transparent.
That was
That's
stupid.
but you know what I'm saying? He taught me, how to build a computer, and them
what's up.
skills really parlayed me into all the jobs that I've had. You
That's
know what I'm
what it
saying?
is, man.
So, you know what I'm saying? It was me, a couple other people. It sound crazy, you know what I'm saying, when I re-say it, because, he was like, y'all ain't got to take no lunch, just go get some food real quick, and, on y'all break, you know what I'm saying, we'll teach you, you know what I'm saying, shit about computers. And he did, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's
up.
So, You know, I ain't got no problem with
That's just a good person.
That goes to show you what we was talking about. Like, are we really just gonna cut up somebody off of their views or off of how they are?
Exactly.
If he cut him off because he was gay, he would have not never.
Son, my whole shit might have been different. You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't probably be on this podcast right now.
Facts.
Come on, man.
Because I used them
Exactly.
skills. I'm gonna keep it 100 real fast. I used them skills to get the first job that I had when I came down here, AT&T
Come on,
Wireless.
man.
You know
In
what I'm
life,
saying?
you got to have nuance, though. You can't just have a one-sided way of thinking.
Correct.
You got to think from different angles.
We
You know what I'm
got.
saying?
We got to title this podcast "Compromise," man.
True that, true that.
What do you
Yeah, that's
think?
true. I
Compromise.
think that's true because that's the main thing I had to learn in my life. Like I've been telling you a lot about that, about you know viewing things from one side, and then I finally just
perspective.
looked at the other side,
You know
and
what
I
I'm saying?
realized it's not about taking a firm stance on one side. It's about just being honest and
Correct.
being truthful, and a lot of what that boils down to is compromise.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
Understand
Correct.
that you
Everything
need
is a
a little bit of
compromise.
this and a little bit of that, and find
saying?
a good happy medium for everybody. You know, and that's what it really comes down to. You know,
That's
we
the
can
hardest
be
part,
on.
though.
We can. Yeah, it is hard. It is hard
It
to
is.
find that. It is hard to find a happy.
But you got to
medium
keep
for
that in
everybody.
the forefront of your mind.
Yeah,
That's why as humans we actually have to learn how to put our pride to the side.
Correct.
A lot
Yeah,
of times.
you do.
Yeah,
Yes.
something I'm
The
just
devil
like,
has pride at the end of the day. We have to learn
Come
how to
on,
just
man.
put that to the side. Just put religion aside. But
Yeah.
you're saying
Anything, everything,
Anything.
not just
Yeah.
religion. Yeah.
It's a life
Everything.
lesson right there.
Sometimes you got to put some things to the side and just kind of understand things for what they really are.
focus,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And the most important thing, you got to play your motherfucking position.
True that.
You got to know where you at in life.
True that.
Play it. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you bigger than what you is.
Like
because-
Rock said, know your role.
Know your
Know
role.
your role,
You know what I'm
jabroni.
saying?
your role
Shut your mouth.
and shut your mouth.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But that's
for real,
facts, though, man. You got to, man.
You know, that's just how I'm kind of looking at everything, and you know how I look at a lot of things. Like I was saying earlier, you know, we want to judge children and judge people for
How we judging children? now?
Yeah, that's just no for real. And
How we put
I even
ourselves
see
in the
people.
same mindset
Yo,
as a
people
child.
are counting the pockets of a homeless man.
Yeah,
Like I seen a
that's-
video getting shared of a homeless man that had like it was probably a stack of like 40 or 50 ones, and they were like, "Look how much money he made in one
That
day."
ain't
No,
shit.
like that's a
Niggas
he's
is
homeless.
upset they ain't
Y'all
got that
counting the
50.
pockets of a homeless man nowadays? Like, I mean, come on, man. How bad are we getting out here?
Same thing that goes into what do you guys think about this this guy from the church that bought his wife a Lamborghini? He
So-
paid off his 1.1
Why?
million
Why?
house.
What is wrong? Listen,
like that.
I don't-
No,
I don't find
listen,
nothing wrong
listen.
with it.
What is
Besides the
wrong with
Lamborghini.
that? Why is it okay for everybody else to have a Lamborghini,
Yeah.
but a pastor can't have a Lamborghini?
That should be the first person to get.
I
it.
mean,
why the pastor
just-
can't have a
It just
Lamborghini?
looks bad at just because of your profession. You're a pastor, so you're supposed to be humble. You're supposed to be meek. You're not supposed to be.
How is
flashy
that
and
not
shit
being
like
humble?
Let me tell you though.
I mean,
If he gave
the
out
house-
$2 million, but he has a $500,000 Lamborghini, is he a bad person?
No.
If you donate
I
$2
look at it like
million,
this, though. If you are a source, you know what I'm saying? You're like a lighthouse. People look at you like a lighthouse. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be bringing positive and helping people. If you got 300,000 and you spend 200,000 on 2 Lambos or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That means you still got 100,000, and you saying that you can go ahead and spend that and get your own Lambo. No, nigga, because there's still people out here that still need help. And you're supposed to be a helper. So if you
can't-
got 100,000,
You can't help everybody though. at the
nah,
same
bro.
time.
But then, see, then we got into a spot that's really important to me because I'm like, if you're representing God, and God is from a space that is not of this earth, you know what I'm saying? These worldly things shouldn't really matter to nothing to you
Exactly.
because you believe and you're bringing people to a place that's way better than any Lambo. So why are you worried about this money right now, driving in the car when we supposed to be trying to get to this next level place? That Lambo ain't gonna make. If you believe in what you telling us we going to, what you need a Lambo for, bro? What you need a Lambo for, really?
I feel you.
If you believe in that.
What was the pastor that said he would that he bought a private jet because he wants to feel more closer to
Creflo
God?
Dollar?
Man, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. Did he say that?
Get the fuck outta here.
You wildin' for that.
Was that
You wildin'
Creflo
for that.
Dollar?
My thing is that, and I feel you. Listen, Black, I
should've
feel
changed
you.
his name regardless.
I
Anyway.
feel you 1,000% on what you're saying, man, and everybody who says that. But at the same time, I look at it like this: if you are a pastor, for one, everybody isn't built to be a pastor. Everybody cannot get in front of
It's a skill.
thousands of people and preach the gospel and do what these men do.
That's work too sometimes.
And that is work. No, it's not sometimes. It's
You
all
a
the time, bro.
you're a therapist
Have y'all
at the
ever
same
been in
time,
the church?
too.
In all seriousness, have y'all ever spent a lot of quality time in the church? Then you know how many people go to the pastor for advice.
Correct.
How often is the pastor
24/7.
here? Oh, exactly.
I got you.
So it's not an
Family
easy
therapy.
job to be a pastor for one. Now, if you are a pastor who happens to have a large church
It's even.
and you make millions of dollars, right? I mean, if you make $20 million a year and you donate $15 million and you still pocket $5 million a year to you and your wife after donating, let's say $15 million, $10 million of that, and you keep the other $5 for operational costs, and you still have $5 million. What is wrong with you buying a $300,000 Lambo for your wife? Why is that a bad thing, man?
People got this mindset that Christians.
Why can
and-
Future make
Well, wait.
$15 million? Real quick, I'm sorry,
Okay,
Fred.
go.
Why can Future make $15 million in a year
Because-
and not do shit for nobody in the fucking community?
That's true.
But he can ride in a Lambo.
That's
because
true.
Future isn't spreading.
Yeah, he not
love.
a pastor. He's not
He's not
saying that
literally
he of God.
So what?
Sending
So
the
that should be
message of
10
God.
times
Right.
worse.
Yeah,
Then
exactly,
That
yeah.
should be 10 times worse. This person that is a pastor is trying to spread. He is spreading positivity. He is doing everything he can. I just said he's giving $10 million to help people. They're donating $10 million to help charities. They're giving people in the church jobs. They might be giving people in the church money, food, clothing. He could be donating $10 million a year, $15 million a year, but he has $5 million left. And $300,000 of that goes to a Lambo. He's already donated $15 million.
Nah.
Now Future makes $15 million in a year, and he don't give nothing to nobody. Doesn't help no black community.
Oh, he
Doesn't help none of his people. Doesn't pay
Yeah.
child support for his kids. But he can have a Lambo.
I mean,
That's
I got
okay.
you.
That's true.
That's okay because he doesn't. Because of the
mean,
fact
at
that he's
least-
not trying to do something positive, it's okay.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, bro.
People have this mindset
I
where
hear what you're saying.
Christians have to be poor for some reason.
Yeah.
Or any
I don't
religion.
You don't have to be poor.
Come
I don't
on.
think poor because I'm not saying that they don't deserve a brand new car that's reliable that they can depend on.
Okay, I feel
because
you.
you can
I feel
get
you.
that.
I feel
What's
you.
the highest
For 50,000.
What's the highest grade car?
You only
They can have the S550,
yeah.
but not the Lambo.
No, you can't have
Come
that.
on, bro.
I don't even know if
And
you should get the
gotta have
S550.
You gotta have the V8 too. You can't have the V12.
Come on, man.
You might
Gotta
need
have
to
that
get an
shit.
Altima.
Why-
You
why-
could get a 19 Altima. You know what I'm saying? You have a brand new one every year. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But you don't have to have a Lambo,
Come
bro.
on, bro. Come on, bro.
I believe that the church should support the pastor. His needs should be met. He should have a crib. He should
be able to live,
he
right?
should be able to
comfortably.
live off of the church 100%. He shouldn't need for nothing.
Yep.
Okay.
However, when you go into a status of luxury,
Yeah, and you splurging and shit.
and there's still people out here that need those resources, and you're supposed to be the source of you know what I'm saying? The source? Nah, that's not a good look for you to be spending all this money when you could again, cop that 19 Altima, cop that 19
right.
Camry. You need to, cop, good,
get the
reliable
Tahoe
clothes.
for the kids.
But,
Once you get flashy and shit,
once you get to a point where you get,
you start praising materialism.
Right,
It looks like
right.
that. It's all about
if
perception.
If Jesus walked everywhere he went, and you supposed to be following Jesus, what gives you the right to be rocking a fucking Lamborghini, bruh? And you supposed to be
if it was
coming.
2019, I feel like Jesus wouldn't be walking. I'm just saying.
Nah, because even back in the days, they would pick the motherfuckers up in chariots.
Yeah, you right.
The people
All
who
right,
had
true, right,
bread.
true, you
You
right,
know what I'm saying? It wasn't all bumming it. You know what I'm
Back then,
saying?
they really had bread too. It was
You know what I'm saying?
literally bread. The niggas who had bread got the chariots.
Right, facts.
Cut a Calhoun.
You stupid. Cause y'all
You know what I'm
off the
saying?
chain.
But it is.
I mean, I feel y'all, man. Don't get me wrong. I feel y'all, and I can, yeah.
It's perception at the end of the day.
But I can agree with y'all on that it can be excessive. But my thing is this. Now, if the church only made if the church made $4 million, and he didn't donate shit and he didn't do shit, and he bought a Lambo for his wife, he's flat out wrong.
Yeah, facts.
And I want to say that 1,000%. He's dead fucking wrong.
Yeah.
If he's not helping, if he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. But I'm just saying that I'm
saying show him some love.
I'm just saying I've seen it for myself. I can use the example of my father. when he was in the church, he gave his 10%. He tithed at one, and I can tell y'all in all honesty, in 1 year, my dad made enough money that he literally tithed like $30,000 to the church. And that was just his tithing, not even including buying them a fucking truck and doing all these things. And at the same time, my dad was buying houses. He had a BMW. He was still spending a lot of money and living large while still giving and helping a lot. So my thing is like, you know, if there is a church out, and I know there's churches out there, I've seen it, man, churches out there that they make a lot of money. There's a lot of people that come and support, and they give their money, and they help out. They help.
Correct.
And at the same time, the pastor is still riding in the Benz, and that's okay.
You got to think about it, man. These pastors not only just sit there and preach the word, man. They sit in there, they're actually doing marriage counseling in the background.
That's what I'm saying.
Free.
They do a lot. They go to church, they go to the hospitals to pray on people that are sick. You know what I mean? They come into your house to help you. They're giving your children advice. They're giving you advice.
They're setting up the order of the orchestra of how the singers are singing. They're setting up the order of who's coming in.
Church, keeping track of the whole church.
It's a whole show at the end of the day. It's kind of like a rapper in a sort of way.
It's a whole business. It's a whole everything. Yeah, it's a whole
I
organization. I mean, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there are, if you are a pastor who is doing that, if you're doing the right thing, if you are a church who is helping the community, you're helping the people in your church who are giving to you. You know, and I've seen it happen, man. I went to a church and there was a group of women. I was very young, and they were probably my age, you know, now, but I was 14 and they were probably like 27, 28 at the time, you know what I mean? And it was a group of girls that went to the church, and they all lived in the same house, and they gave a lot, they tithed a lot, and they were very, you know, religious. And the church bought them a new roof for the house they were living in. You know what I'm saying? And they would do things like, you know what I mean? That's that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to help people. Like, you know, they would help. They would help pay for some of the women that were single mothers in the for like there was a woman in there going through a custody battle with her baby daddy, and they helped pay for her lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they supposed to.
But guess what? The pastor had a big ass house, and they was riding in a new Tahoe, and they had a Benz. But it's okay. I felt like that was okay.
98 Tahoe too.
You know, but at the time it was a big boy Tahoe, new Tahoe. It was a nice one. It was like, this was like 2003, 2004. It was a nice one. But I felt like that's okay. You know why? Because they help out a lot. You know what I mean? And if you're able to still do that,
I mean, I hear what you're saying.
What's wrong with that, man?
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you out here not giving, if you're not doing right, and you got a
everything in
Gucci
your
suit on,
pocket.
you putting everything in the pocket, which some of them do, you dead ass wrong. You flat, dead fucking wrong. If you're not out here like, you know, doing right, you know, it's just.
We also have to remember that a lot of these churches, they have so much money because they don't get taxed at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Damn right, they don't
that's
get
true,
taxed.
too.
They don't pay no taxes, boy. That's love right there. If you making millions and you don't have to pay taxes.
Did the Holy Land Experience have to pay taxes? They didn't have to pay taxes, right?
That is a good question. I don't know.
They don't pay taxes, right? Because it's a religious
It's a religion. Yeah, it should be. They're probably non-profit.
They not paying no taxes.
I have a cousin, Christian Cologne, really popular pastor. This guy travels all around the world. You guys got to follow him. I want to actually have him on the show.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
But he actually had just the city actually went out and just gave him this like whole like old bakery that they own, like a whole like a building basically. Man, he went out, stripped it all up, got like in this place that was just a bakery looks like a club now. Like people go there and like it don't even feel like church, man. You go in there, you feel like you going to the club on a Sunday. Like it's so dope. And he finessed it. He was even, I don't know if he did it now. I got to talk to him, but he even finessed it to where he had the idea of turning the front of it into like a bakery. Like not a bakery, a cafe.
Oh, okay.
So it was just like, if you think about it, if he opens up a cafe in the church, he don't got to pay taxes for this business. It's a smart move.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, it was a soup kitchen, right? Yeah, he was open. He opened. He actually has that as well. He has a soup kitchen.
Oh, that's what's up.
In the same place. So he was thinking, yo, why don't I just open a cafe?
Why not?
Bomb in the same place, and you don't have to pay taxes for your business.
I'm not hating. Not at all. Like on this same show a few episodes ago, I talked about how Trump opened businesses to build buildings and then bankrupt them to come back and rebuy them.
I heard
money.
that. I heard that.
And I said there's nothing wrong with that because that's completely legal.
It's legal.
Exactly
they playing the game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You can't hate the game.
I will never. I will never be mad at anybody who can beat the man. And the man is the government. If you could beat the government in any way, shape, or form, I ain't gonna hate on you, brother, man.
In a legal way, hell
in
yeah.
a legal way,
You know what I'm
to not
saying?
get yourself in trouble, I would never hate on that, man.
Hey, check this out, man. I heard this crazy story. Speaking of Trump and building shit, how much time we got? We good?
You want to hold that and we go to a break and come back?
Yeah, let's go to a break
Let's
and I'll
do
bring
that.
it back up.
No doubt.
It's crazy, though.
I'm thinking, let's switch it up. Let's play something that's not even on the playlist. It probably should. Let's get into some, I think it's a classic. Let's get into that Rev Holy Water.
Hey.
That's
Hell yeah. We're going to listen to that. 950 ENT Radio, People Reaching Goals podcast.
Holy water in my cup. I know Jesus was your favorite son. Father, forgive me, cause I know I'm sinning. Liquor partying and women. Holy water in my cup. I know Jesus was your favorite son. Father, forgive me, cause I know I'm sinning. Liquor partying and women. Young Machiavelli, life after death, I'm back already. Past the Henny and a blonde bitch that's fully conscious. Nodded to my shit like it's 9-6. Got the game hostage, let it jump into the cockpit. Haven't fucked the pilot, I thought so, but my heart cold. I could paint a pretty picture, baby, welcome to the art show. Picasso, at least I thought so. Go to snapping like Macho. Man, Randy Savage, it's the takeover. Can we have it? At least we accent. Ain't gonna be the same next time. Don't be talking like you're Teflon. Got an ass on your chest till your chest gone. Think you got it made, I could get you swept on. Ain't the one to be slept on. Pussy good, trying to fuck it to the next song. The next song, and the next song. X send a text with a keep sweat song. Chase son, but the money gon' send the next song. Holy water in my cup. I know Jesus was your favorite son. Father, forgive me, cause I know I'm sinning. Liquor partying and women. Holy water in my cup. I know Jesus was your favorite son. Father, forgive me, cause I know I'm sinning. Please do. Liquor partying and women. Turn the lights down right now. Put the bad bitches on timeout. Know them niggas gon' wild out. Cause we been down far too long. And these drinks far too strong for me to call you on some how you doing, where you been. It's 4 a.m. and I'm dipping in the 10. And the liquor gon' speak, so them bitches gon' freak. At least I would hope. Brown water got me on lean like the Pope. And he keep the gas on E like he broke. In the presidential like you voted for me. What you talking for? They know this money. Murder everything, but she wrote it for me. Post a pic, quote it for me. Nosy ass friends like, oh, we at, who you with? MC Hammer too legit to go back illegal. I know you been waiting, but you know black people. They want love, but the root of all evil. Can't buy that. Mind on my money, while my money on my mind. Little nigga, try that. Mind on my money, while my money on my mind. Little nigga, try that. Holy water in my cup. I know Jesus was your favorite son. Father, forgive me, cause I know I'm sinning. Liquor partying and women. Holy water in my cup. I know Jesus was your favorite son. Father, forgive me, cause I know I'm sinning. Liquor partying and women.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is 950 ENT Radio.
We just over here talking about boxing
You know
and
what I'm
training
saying?
and trying to get our hands
Dislocating
right and
shit.
stay right because we was in Tampa and we met Winky Wright. If y'all don't
Yeah.
know who Winky Wright is, he's a Florida legend. The last undisputed middleweight champion of the world. And Fred said if he didn't know who Winky Wright was and he saw him in the bar, he probably would have tried to fight him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because looking at him like you ain't shit. And
Yeah.
then, you know, we out here talking about how
I would have got washed.
he would have
Gotta
got
be
washed.
careful out
Yeah,
here
you
on
got to
these
be
streets.
careful out here. You never know. You know what I mean?
My undefeated streak would have been over.
But yeah, nah, man, we gotta get right, man. We gotta stay sharp.
We
man.
gotta stay sharp
Light
in
work,
there.
Never
man.
know.
Yeah,
You never
gotta
know.
keep
You never
them
know
hands
what people
right,
is
man.
holding too.
Yeah, hey.
Motherfuckers ain't fighting.
Hey.
They blowing that
Nah,
strap out.
Because
What was the
Fucking
bar?
shame. Blow the
There was
waist.
a bar that A Boogie actually said. He was just like, I don't fight. Like he made it sound dope though. So if I was a kid, I'd be like, I ain't fighting him. I'm shooting. But he made it sound
Niggas
dope.
been saying that shit.
He was
though.
like, I don't
That's
got
a
no
shame.
hands, so I'm like shoot. But he said it in a more clever way.
That's been a problem
Yeah.
though. Niggas been saying they don't want to
yeah.
fight. They too small to fight. People
Yeah.
are proud to say nowadays that I don't fight.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna shoot
I mean,
you.
that's crazy. That is real crazy.
I mean, most rappers are small though. I mean, when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, most people
rappers are
on
not
top
about that
like
life,
that.
too.
They small as hell.
That's
Like
true.
T.I., you would think T.I. is huge, but that guy's always
No, but
like
T.I. gonna fight your ass. T.I. swung on Floyd
Yeah,
Mayweather.
yeah,
so
facts.
so you know T.I.
mean,
is
the same
That's
size,
wild.
though.
What did Pop say from Friday? He was just like,
if I walk up
all
with
you
T.I.,
need
he
is
shoot my
these
ass.
right here. All you need is these.
all you need is these.
Nothing feels better than when you're getting off a fight, and especially when people try to like jump you. I know, like I've been like jumped and fighting like two people,
like
and you beat
having flashbacks.
and you beat both of them up. You feel like a fucking king afterwards.
Hell yeah.
I just beat up two people. Like, what's up? Damn, I'm about
Fuck these
First
niggas.
of all, I heard Fred, you was fighting little kids when you talking
Yeah,
about that.
nah,
Yo.
that was one time. That was one time.
Yo.
No, I heard that Fred
I was
was
wild
at
I
your
was
little
wild
cousin's
up.
party. I
Yeah,
heard the
that
little
did
kids was
happen.
acting crazy and they
I
was
was swinging on
fighting.
some little
And they
kids.
said Fred had to kind of. He swung on some little kids, man. Not little kids. They was probably 14, 15, and they probably deserved to get their ass whooped. But yeah, Fred. They said Fred was out there
They
like,
were trying
nigga,
to jump my
what's
little
wrong with y'all, yo?
I was like, fuck it, I'm fighting y'all.
Son.
There was one little kid, I remember, and Rev actually brought it to my attention. He was like, "Yeah, I remember you was trying to hit a kid, and you was saying while you was hitting him, why he ain't falling? Why he ain't falling?"
Yo, he told me that same story. I swear. He said, I swear, because Rev said, he was like, I'll never forget. Fred was clocking this kid, and he was like,
Yeah.
not falling. Like the kid was shook, like he
Yeah.
was hit, but he wasn't dropping. And Fred was like, yo, what's wrong with you?
Hilarious.
I was
Like, he was clocking him, and this kid was
Hilarious.
not falling.
Yeah, I should have been a rat.
Iron chin, yo. Iron chin. My nigga had somebody should
I
put
didn't
him
hit
in
him
a
on the
boxing
chin. I was
ring.
hitting him
yo.
in the body.
Yeah.
Body
I
shots.
think if I would have clicked him on the chin, he would have been done.
Yeah.
It was
Why
all
he
body
not
shots.
falling?
I was drunk. Yo, he tells me that story, but I don't remember that shit. This
He
is
was
the
drunk.
crazy part. I was drunk.
It was, but I'm gonna be honest
They
with you.
were-
Them two little cousins of yours was bumping though. They was on some shit.
Yeah.
Porto and
David.
Yeah. I'm glad David got into the real fighting, which is a good thing. Keep it in that. And that's something I think we should support too with kids, man. Combat sports. It's not all about just basketball, football, baseball, soccer. Those
You're right.
they could wrestle.
Yeah,
box.
wrestling is actually really good.
Yeah, they
for
could
kids.
do grappling. There's a
You
lot
get
of different.
scholarships for wrestling,
Yeah,
I'm telling
hell yeah, there's a lot of different combat sports they can do, and as well as the arts, man. Kids like the arts. You know what I mean? Your kid might not be good at sports or might not like sports, but they might like to draw. They might like to paint. They might like to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but-
music.
Unfortunately,
You got to feel out your kids and figure out what they really like. Don't force stuff down their throat. Like, for example, I'm Dominican, half Dominican, and my mom's Puerto Rican, my dad's Dominican, and my dad was forcing down my throat baseball.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Baseball's fucking boring to me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
yo,
feel
I
you.
don't want. I'm in the outfield. I tried catcher. That was a little bit more fun, but it just didn't. After a while, it just got so boring that I didn't even want to hit the ball no more. I was like, this shit's whack.
Yeah.
Put me in football, and they didn't put me in football. I probably would have been a star right now. You know what I'm saying? They were like, no, we're not gonna put you. Stay in baseball. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because they probably, they don't know
Probably
nothing about
about you getting
football,
hurt.
so they're like,
Yeah. And football's expensive too. At the
Yeah.
same
That's
time,
true.
I had a
All
single
sports are
mother.
expensive.
Single mother. My dad's in jail, so
Yeah.
that probably didn't tell me that. But I'm thinking about it now as an adult. I was like, football equipment is
is very
expensive. Let me tell you.
Correct.
So
I would think baseballs would be more expensive though because you got to do all that traveling and shit. Well, I guess it
It depends now. Yes, if you play that type of baseball, it's very expensive. Travel ball. Same thing with my son in his AAU. That's travel ball basketball. That's expensive. But and same thing with soccer and football. It just depends. It just
depends on the league
honestly.
you're in.
But when it comes down to even the basics, football is definitely very expensive.
Yeah, I mean, just your uniform is going. You know what I'm saying? Your pads and all that.
it ain't like
You know
high
what I'm
school. In
saying?
high school, they just kind of give you everything. But no, when I was asking to be in football from a youngin', so it
Yeah,
costs
you gotta
money
follow
for
that
parents.
shit.
You gotta pay for all that. Yeah.
you got to pay for all that shit.
See, going back to the arts thing, you know what I'm saying? I think it's probably perspective because, not everybody sees and witnesses people being able to make bread and eat off of the arts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, they think about, you know, an artist or a musician, and a lot of these cats is out here starving, you know what I'm saying? Or at least, you know, in the older eras, you know what I'm saying? But, you know.
The creative is not paying out.
Right.
Like the way it is. And it's kind of like a 1 in a million type of thing.
Correct. It's like a long shot. Like I know my dad is a sax player, you know what I'm saying? And when he met my mom's, you know, that's what that was his thing. I know my grandmother in the beginning didn't like him because, you know what I'm saying, she was like, oh, he's just a musician, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be able to provide. But, you know, little did she know that, you know, my dad's saxophone really, I mean, helped us buy the house we had in New York and all that, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's perspective, you know what I'm saying? So me seeing what the saxophone did for my family, I'm pro arts because I see how it can make money. But somebody who didn't actually see that might look at it as a long shot of dream. So that's why go be a doctor or go be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably just a different perspective when it comes to that,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Not necessarily saying that that's his perspective, but a lot of people who say stuff like that, they usually chase that goal and fall short. So, you know, they're negative.
That's true too.
About that too.
You know what I'm saying?
And they shoot down other people's dreams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's another thing we got to teach people out there too. Is this, you ever have a friend or anybody that tells you, like, even questions, you gonna do that? Like that's what you gonna do, or you could do that, like, or like says, nah, you can't do that. Yo, cut them friends off.
Right.
That is a bad energy to have around you. Like someone doubting, like you can do something, especially a friend.
Correct.
No matter how much it hurts you, you can't keep like people like that around you, man.
You know what I'm saying? To be real with you, back in the day, I actually started telling people that I want to do stand up. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people's like, you for real? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do that. I'm like, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking crazy. But you know,
and they probably been your day ones.
Same
time, you gotta. I'm not saying cut them off completely, but you know, put them in the pocket, put them in the box. Like
I just, you just gotta learn to not let people's opinions, you know, dictate your actions.
That too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a whack ass push, B. Damn, son.
I'm trying to get a mint. Yeah,
I tried to push that. That shit went like a quarter of an inch.
I need a mint.
All right, but check this out. Before we went on break last time, we was talking about crazy shit, right? So one of the crazy stories I seen when I was just looking up random shit. Turns out Arizona has passed a bill, a House bill, 2444, whatever the fuck it is, to limit porn sites on electronic devices.
Wait, what?
To limit porn sites or
what you mean by limit?
Not limit, disrupt them totally. Like you basically got to buy into the plan.
You have to pay for it.
One time $20.
What?
To get access to adult. You know,
but it's free already.
No, it's free. It's free in a lot of other states, but Arizona is using that to kind of,
they're able to do that.
So like they want to get, if you want to get to Pornhub,
if you live in Arizona and you want to watch any type of porn, you have to pay a one-time fee to be able to access any of those sites.
Yep,
$20.
Yep,
I pay that.
I got it.
I pay that.
I'm paying that. Y'all can get that if y'all gonna use that to build the wall. Fuck
take my card.
I can have my $20.
Using that to kinda,
so that's what it is.
Yeah, apparently they're using that to kind of
to build the wall.
Not just to build the wall. They're going to use some of that to fund the wall.
There's going to be wild people at the border of Arizona like jerking off.
Wow,
trying to get that off.
No, but
I got that connection from the next state.
I got that free connection.
Walking around with mobile hotspots and shit. I paid my $20. Then you want to get in on this? $5 a minute, nigga.
Oh man,
you gonna be out there hustling. I got them hotspots. I got them hotspots.
Porn.
I mean, but
that's that new flex.
Yeah.
Arizona has a porn.
What you mean?
I mean,
wait, what?
It's not just
Everybody
Arizona,
has a porn problem.
Arizona.
Everybody.
That's a serious problem if
What
they're
you mean?
just focusing on Arizona.
No, I think it's just the lawmakers.
I think it's just the lawmakers there.
She was saying that she thinks that Arizona must have a serious porn problem.
It's everybody, bro.
What's the
if
problem?
that's the case,
What
I
you
think it's
consider
just
a
more
problem?
the lawmakers there. Because from what I heard, they want to do it everywhere.
That's the porn capital.
That's where it's all shot.
Yeah, that's why the porn is shot at.
or at least I'm told.
Recorded. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know.
But at the same time, I look at it at two different perspectives. I'm like, why the fuck should I have to pay $20 to access that shit?
That's free already.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
that's what they making you do,
But-
so you gonna pay that shit.
But
We'll pay
at the
$20.
same time, I kind of respect it though, because it kind of puts that block on, because I got a 12-year-old son. He got a cell phone.
Them niggas
you
gonna
know
get
what I'm
$20
saying?
too.
If he try,
they gonna find that
No
20.
disrespect to your son, but
he will get that $20.
$12, 12-year-olds gonna
He
get
like,
that.
"Dad,
we
go
had
wash your
found
car
that 20
for
back in the
$20."
day.
See, you told me that, and as a porn watcher, I already put in my mind what I was gonna do.
Well, he already put that shit in his budget and everything.
Once you said that, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna pay that
Hey,
one.
facts. That's
I'ma
going
pay
in the budget.
I paid it. No, listen, budget.
Nigga
What
said,
you
"Do I really watch Hulu? Hulu."
I'm a-
That nigga traded out.
Listen, I'm gonna pay that one-time
Hulu for
fee.
X videos?
And a lot of these sites have an option where you could download shit. All you
Yeah.
have to do is put your email, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna download wild porn videos in that one payment and save them for later.
They're gonna limit you for that.
I mean,
shit.
but that's the flex though. That's the flex.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, back in the days when niggas was paying for porn, you know what I'm saying? You pay that for that little trial. You get the trial, you get in there and you download everything you can in them 24 hours and then you let that shit go.
But at the same time, could this also be
Or I'm told.
Heard that was an old hustle.
You know what I'm saying?
Could that be the resurgence of paid porn? People
I
actually
mean,
paying
That's
for
gonna
that
be
shit?
that's gonna
There's
be
no
the
research.
resurgence.
People are still paying for it. There's
Yeah,
private
in
Snapchats
facts.
out here. Please.
Yeah, that is true.
But it's gonna be resurgence of like DVDs, fake, especially the bootleg DVDs.
yeah.
People be like, I ain't trying to pay.
No,
for
you got
this.
to find a DVD player first.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what
Or
I'm saying?
Blu-ray.
Niggas going to the
This-
thrift
Are they
shop.
selling? Are they selling
I'm
porn
about
in
to-
Blu-ray?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm about to be out
they
here
have to,
burning.
right?
I'm about to
Nah.
burn a bunch of pornos
Well,
just
go
in
to
case
Arizona.
that happens. Nigga, we about to be trapping out here, nigga.
What?
$5, $5.
Niggas out here handing
I
out
got that.
getting that money.
memory cards and shit. Like,
I got that for you.
That might be a good hustle though, just for the people.
just in
out there.
Arizona, just go
Yeah,
over there.
you
hustle
from
those
Arizona, hit us up.
But didn't they want to like spread that outside of Arizona? Wasn't that supposed to be like a whole thing? Or
No,
like,
If
just
it works,
Arizona.
you know it will.
It was just Arizona.
We in a
from what I seen.
copycat
But
time.
they need to just make marijuana legal and go ahead and use the taxes from that and pay for the wall and everything.
Oh, they be taxing
Wow.
them too.
So, well, all right.
Taxing them.
Speaking of like
That would be ill.
Speaking of marijuana and taxes and all that stuff, they actually are trying to do the same thing with New York City, where they legalized the mayor of New York City is trying to actually do a thing where we're legalizing it where it's recreational for marijuana, but they are they're trying to put all the money towards the subways, which are really already shit.
They're
And-
shitty.
okay.
Yeah, they're
shitty,
bad.
and they're trying to up. They're actually already trying to up the fees. On top of that, put the money towards the marijuana tax.
Can I
into
smoke in the subway?
Nah, they ain't
Nah,
gonna do that.
they ain't letting you do
Nah,
that.
they
They
probably
ain't letting you do that, bro.
I don't even want to do that. Fuck that.
So it's just like, are you guys really gonna fix the subways, or are you just gonna pocket this
Nah,
money?
You see,
they gonna
that's
pocket-
my
they gonna pocket
that's
some
my
of it.
biggest issue with the wall is that okay, I get that there are a lot of people who might come into this country and walk across, okay, but in reality, if you built the wall, excuse me, it's not going to make that much of a difference. And if you have $5 billion or $7 billion, that should go towards our infrastructure,
Correct.
which includes the subways in New York need
Correct.
to be rebuilt. Our water lines, our pipes underneath the ground need to be rebuilt. A lot of our roads
the
need
Flint,
to
Michigan
be rebuilt.
situation.
Yeah.
Flint,
Correct,
Michigan
bro.
still
That
doesn't
could-
have
that could-
clean water.
That money could eradicate
And
the whole issue.
and the thing is, that's going to happen to all of America eventually. I'm telling y'all,
If
these pipes that
the
were put
infrastructures
underneath the
aren't
ground are
addressed.
not meant to last forever. I do this shit for a living. I see this shit. These pipes and these materials are not meant to last forever. They need to be changed out. And
Wow.
it's
Let
going
me-
to happen to this whole country.
Let me tell you, if Trump said today we gonna legalize marijuana in all freaking states, well, all the tax money is gonna go to the wall. Let me tell you how much people will be backing up that wall, man.
Yeah.
so
Everybody,
many people will be
You
backing
right.
up that wall.
You right.
Probably.
I don't agree
Probably,
with the
But
wall,
man,
it's
the
some
amount of
fire
money
ass
that
push.
would the amount that honestly, if he did that, the money for the wall would probably be generated in the first month.
Correct.
No bullshit,
Yeah,
bro.
facts.
Because look at the amount of money Colorado and a lot of these states made in the first in their first year.
They be
It was
having too
hundreds
much
of
bread.
millions of dollars, hundreds of millions. So if you did the whole country, it would be billions of dollars, billions of dollars. They would have so much money they wouldn't know what to do with it.
All right, so here's my next question. All right, so let's just say that we do get the bread. Let's just say if he get the money to build a wall tomorrow, okay? We already know how government drags their feet. You know what I'm saying? So how long has Trump been in office?
2 years,
So he has another 2
almost
years.
3,
Barely.
almost
So
3.
he basically has like a year and change left, right? odds are, especially with this government shutdown, he's not going to get reelected. That's how I feel.
No, don't be so sure.
Well,
about
okay,
that,
that's just devil's advocate. That's how I feel. I don't think he's going to get reelected. So he got a year and a half left.
The mayo is strong.
So if they start tomorrow, they're not going to build this wall in a year and a half. So then if he gets kicked the fuck out or not reelected and they build half a wall, then what's going to happen? And then the new president comes in and say, we're not building the wall no more. So now we just wasted all this money and we're going to have a half-ass wall. And then the other thing about the wall.
That is very possible.
You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing about the wall, it's not just the wall. Because now you got to, even if the wall gets totally built, it's not just the money to build it. Now you got to secure this wall. Now you have to have security.
Maintenance.
Secure. You're gonna have to have people armed people and defense on this wall because who's to say that somebody ain't gonna just come blow the shit up?
Wait, I thought Mexico was gonna build a wall for us.
That's what he told me.
That's what he said. So I mean, it's like
He said Mexico was gonna pay for the wall.
Yeah. So it's not just the money to build it. It's money. It's going to take more than that just to maintain the shit.
Say the former president of Mexico, I'm not building the fucking wall.
Yeah, he said we ain't paying for that shit, and he's
It's
totally
ridiculous.
Right. Man, listen, fuck that wall, fuck that shit. I
no
honestly
sense.
don't care. I don't give a fuck because there's so much shit that the government does,
Correct.
so much money that's lost on other shit, and so
Correct.
much, you know what I mean, so much shit. Like there was money that was kicked out for a wall that was built already when Obama was the president. Nobody
That's what I
cared.
heard.
Nobody cared.
Where's
You know
the
what I
money
mean?
at?
Yeah, nobody
What happened
gave
to the
a
money?
shit. Like, you know,
Didn't they say it was like $400 million or something like that?
I don't know what it cost.
That's what I heard. I might
but
be wrong.
they built a lot of walls. You know, they built a lot of barriers. And
Obama administration is the administration that deported the most immigrants ever within the past 30, 40 years.
I believe it.
Wow,
I mean,
it's crazy.
I don't know that to be a fact
that's
myself.
a fact.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, bro. I mean, it's just that you know, the Obama era it wasn't much different than any other era. You know, and the thing is that people need to realize that. People need to realize that it's not about popular culture. You know, just because you see Obama at a Jay-Z concert doesn't make him any better of a president than anybody else. You know, and the fact that you like him for that is the same reason that a lot of people like Trump for some of the things that he does.
And
You see what I'm saying?
And at the same time, it ain't all his fault either because he actually doesn't really make the decisions. Because, you know, at the time, he didn't even have the house. He didn't have the really, you know what I'm saying? None of that. So it's not just him.
Yeah. I mean,
It's other people's in those seats that are making those decisions. So.
yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what the big deal is. I mean, the Caravan is not even that big of a car, so why they worried about it getting there? That's all I'm saying.
The Caravan.
It's not that big of a car.
I didn't even really know what the hell was going on.
Feels like
with all
6
that.
people.
I'm not going to front, though. I have a family member, like I told you, who is a Trump supporter. And they sent me a lot of different, things, right wing. And they sent me this link with just a bunch of people who were, were Mexican.
Okay.
And were against the Caravan and were against that whole thing of, people just coming into the country, just walking over the border and coming in here. They were not with that. They were basically saying, like everybody else says, listen, you don't just let anybody and everybody walk in. You have to know who these people are, what their backgrounds are.
I can respect that.
You just at the end of the day, not saying that everybody coming in is bad, but if somebody's coming in and they're a murderer or they're a child molester and they're an escapee from prison or they're, they might have certain diseases and certain sicknesses and they're not taking care of themselves and they're just walking in here. Don't want that, and that was their thing. And they were like, people who are wanting to come to this country for the right reasons, are going to come here for the right reasons, aren't coming in that way. They're not just going to barge in here and whatnot.
I mean, that's a point.
And that's the point, it's a point, and I can agree to a certain extent, but at the same time, I don't know. I understand and I fully agree that every country needs immigration laws. Every country has immigration laws.
Some type of control.
We love to talk about Canada, but at the end of the day, motherfucker, you can't just walk into Canada.
You right.
You can't drive into Canada. If you have a passport, they still might not let you into Canada. There's many artists, famous artists who have shows worth millions of dollars and don't get to make it to that show because Canada says, nah, you ain't coming in. Your shit ain't looking right. Your credentials ain't adding up over here.
Shout out
You
to
ain't
YG.
getting in. You know what I
He
mean?
made a song about it.
Did he really?
Yeah, you can't get into Canada.
Is that literally what it's called?
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucking
Can we say
hilarious.
can we say the same thing about Tory Lanez? He been getting into wild beefs and getting arrested in the United States. Is he allowed back in the United States?
I don't know. He is Canadian. That's true. I
He
don't
is
know.
Canadian too.
They almost
And it's funny
kicked
because
Justin Bieber out, so.
I know a guy. I work with a guy who's Canadian.
For real.
He was born in Canada. His family all lives in Canada. He fucking hates Canada. He says Canada's horrible. Universal healthcare there is trash.
Really?
I heard it was the best.
I never heard that.
He said
I
it's
never
shit.
heard that
He's a
aspect.
Canadian. He said it's shit. And I know another guy.
Why is it shit?
Listen, he said because universal healthcare is basically cheap. All your doctors are getting paid half of what they're making out here in America, so the healthcare is half as good. He says it's all trash. Yeah, they
Wow,
just
that's
let
something
you
to
die.
look into.
It's like everybody being on Medicaid.
You know, but honestly, I told him straight up, healthcare in America ain't much better. If
That's
that's
true.
what you're telling me it is in Canada.
That's
there's
true.
not much of it. I can tell you stories right now of my own family members who I felt like weren't taken care of properly that had health insurance.
That's where we got to get second, third, fourth opinions from other doctors. People go to one doctor and be like, "All right, is what this doctor says is law." No, get a second, third opinion.
Yeah.
There's been cases where people go to one doctor and they be like, "Oh, you good? You don't got cancer." Blah blah blah. Say blah.
Then you go to another one.
They go to the doctor and be like, "Oh, you got this, that, and the third.
You're gonna die tomorrow."
You're gonna die tomorrow." Like, people like, "What?" You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man. But I know another dude. He's Cuban, born in Cuba, and he immigrated to Canada. Fucking hates Canada and wants to actually move to America. He can't stand Canada. And
Wow.
I heard Toronto's popping.
And he actually also is a graduate in chemical engineering, and it pretty much broke down to me how global warming isn't real.
What?
I couldn't refute him honestly
was telling me
because
about that,
yeah, I think I brought this up on the podcast before, bro. He graduated in chemical engineering, so he knows a lot about this shit. He has charts and different beliefs and all type of shit, and I mean, I just couldn't really say anything
I think there's a way to
to refute what he was saying. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. It was tough, dog. Because when you have charts that show me different things, and you have all these different facts, and you, like I say, he graduated with a degree in chemical engineering, so there's things that he understands that I just don't, so I can't refute it. Because I don't know if you're lying or not. Because I don't even really understand what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to be real, when you start going into the chemicals that make this earth and how they react to certain things and how they do this and how they do that, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
Well, at the same, that don't mean he's right though. Too.
It doesn't, but I'm just saying, how can I refute what you're saying?
Yeah,
I don't know how to refute it.
the Republicans are the problem. He could be saying
Facts.
some shit that
1,000%.
I was like, who just walked in here?
Now 1,000%. He could totally be. He
Say
could
some
totally
shit that don't
be.
make
But
no
I'll be
sense.
honest with you. I think I said it before on this podcast, and I'll say it again. I've told 100 people this story. I gathered this from what he was telling me. An ice age happened in this country. Or in this world. I'm sorry. On the face of this earth, we had an ice age. Who the fuck caused that? Wasn't it nobody really around like that? It was just a bunch of Neanderthals and shit. So who the fuck caused the ice age? And then who the fuck caused the reverse of that when it all melted away and we have what we have today? So the earth is going to do what the earth is going to do.
True
the
that.
chemicals are going to react in a
True
different
that.
way that has
True
really
that.
nothing to do with humans. You
True
know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I gathered from what he was saying. That part of it kind of made sense to me. But I just couldn't refute that. I couldn't refute him. I couldn't say, well, that's bullshit because this.
You would
this,
sound
and
like
this,
a
and
hater
that.
at that point.
Yeah, and not even that. I just couldn't even come up with some hating shit to say. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I would hate
I
on
was
you
just
right
like,
now.
damn, bro, that's real.
No, I feel that. I feel
Couldn't
that.
say much else. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then I kind of had to think like I'm over here, you know, in the field that I do, and then I realized I'm working and on people's heat, and I never had to do that. So if we're having global warming, why is it so cold? And we're having literally, I'm watching on the news that it's the coldest it's been in Florida in 25 years, and I'm the first time in my life I'm having to work on people's heat and not their cooling
I feel
because it's that fucking cold.
Talking
So
about
it's
right
like this was 2017 winter.
I'm about to say.
We had a whole week that was in the 20s
Well, that's
and 30s.
good for you. At least you don't have like a peak where it's like maybe or year round it could be peak for you, rather than just
I know.
being
Yeah,
summertime.
year round is not peak.
No, it's summertime, you get that
Well, I'm
bread.
saying if this is true, let's say if it starts getting real colder, you won't you'll have peak throughout the whole year.
That's why I
There's
thought
no
about moving
slowdown.
up north, dog, because they have real winter and real summer. You know what I mean? Like we have out here in Florida. the
snowbird
problem is-
life.
Yeah, no,
That shit's
out here in
expensive.
Florida we have that span where it's not really cold and it's not really hot, so people just don't use
Georgia
their-
Right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cold right now, but you can open your windows and.
I'm about to move to Atlanta.
Yeah, you're right.
man. Who's coming with me?
Not me.
The bread is there, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know about Atlanta. I hear too much bad things about
For real?
Atlanta, man. Yeah. What you mean for real? Nigga ain't heard about Atlanta's age rate?
Yeah.
What?
That's
they're
been.
literally they're
yeah,
about to
yeah.
call a national like security
Yeah,
problem
shit
on
crazy.
Atlanta. Like they're about to fucking quarantine the whole city of
Well, I
Atlanta
might
real
have
soon,
sex
man.
out there, so I don't
Ew.
know.
Oh, wow.
Nigga said, I just want to get money.
You ain't gotta have sex. You in the vicinity,
Shit,
that
drinking the
area.
water and-
Nah, I ain't say drinking the water, but you know,
I went to
I'm
the
just
bathroom
saying,
one time.
You never know.
Yeah.
I brush up against her shoulder. I didn't know.
I heard Georgia's actually very cheap though, cost of living wise, man.
Nuts. It's crazy. You can get a three, like where you would pay for a house out here, you can get a fucking mansion out there.
Yeah, I heard that.
Mansion, bro. It's
I heard
nuts. That's the reason I want to move out there. And I like the seasons. I like to change the seasons too.
I never seen snow in my life.
Me either.
Oh, you
True
still
for
haven't?
Brittany.
Never seen snow?
True for
Real
Brittany.
Florida shit.
let me tell you,
I ain't
Florida
never
niggas right
seen
here.
snow,
Let
baby.
me tell you,
Florida niggas
Let's
right
get
here.
it.
y'all ain't missing nothing.
We good now.
Y'all
Now
ain't
that I'm
miss-
older, I don't give a fuck about it.
Y'all ain't missing
Nah, I'm
nothing.
trying to
As an
see snow.
adult,
I'm trying to see snow this year for the
can
first
pass
I
time.
scraped that shit off the roof of my car. I'm like,
I've been actually
snowball fight.
Snow is work.
I actually been trying to set up a like a Tennessee or like a nice ski trip with everybody. That
That'll
shit
be
will
fire.
Really dope.
We still got to do
That'll
that
be fire.
950 mansion house.
Yeah, we got
that's-
off track
that's
on
going
that.
down. New
That's
Year's.
gonna be good.
Yeah, we haven't talked. But that's getting done.
We got to
That's
do
100%
it.
in the bag.
B-side,
Yeah,
man.
but Cutter, you said you had some more wild stories for this.
I got a
Come
couple over here.
Let's get it.
What's the craziest thing
We
you've
got
done?
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
Get one real quick.
All
Let's
right,
get it
craziest.
before we out.
All right, real quick. What's the craziest thing you did to avoid your parents?
When I was young,
Oh.
Yeah,
holy shit.
make it quick. You don't have time.
Damn. Craziest thing I mean to avoid. What you mean avoid my parents? Like sneaking out the window? That's crazy. I've done that. I mean, I've hopped out clean out the window, boy, and went
I've
and,
done
and
some
done some
shit.
wild shit. You know what I'm saying?
Some shit.
All right, so
Committed a crime.
so
bad.
so old boy in France, he was in college. I don't know what the fuck college he was in, but his parents were on a flight visiting him, and for some reason he didn't want his parents to go, so he called in a bomb threat on that plane.
Wow.
Called it
Son, on the
Bump that
plane?
Where in the plane?
on the planes.
Wow.
Let me get you the specifics. I got it right here.
All right, yo, hold up.
Wow.
Because we about to run out of time for this segment. Let's
Yo,
take a
when we
break.
come back,
We're gonna take a fast break because I want to hear what the fuck you talking about.
Got you,
You
I
know what
got
I'm saying? Let's play a joint. Let's see what we got here. Let's play a joint called Rippin' by my man Sonny Talynt, featuring Red Simpkins, a friend of the family, friend of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play that joint. We're gonna be right back. 950 NT Radio PRG Podcast.
I got two for you, just tell me when your one is done. If you a real one, then you know where I'm coming from. I got the keys, time to open up another one. Feels like I'm ripping off the package from a honey bun. Feels like I'm ripping off the package from a honey bun. I got the keys, it's time to open up another one. If you a real one, then you know where I'm coming from. Feels like I'm ripping off the package from a honey bun.
In a one-on-one, you don't want it one, you're too cumbersome. Swing once your lungs are done, a big whip, move quick, get up and run. Break your hunt, cause you wanted some, but don't get mad, what's done is done. Now the hoes don't know you a homegrown hoe. Boy, sweeter than a honey bun. See that bite, but I don't want a cavity. Psych, I don't want a travesty. You also call me your majesty. On my knee honoring, as I'm rolling casually. Fucking take it up a notch, when you dealing with some juggernauts. Got the keys to open up the locks, but instead we kicking in the door like notorious fame. I'm the Kool-Aid man, come take another shot.
Who here spiked the punch and didn't let me know? Cause I drank like 6 cups, now I'm feeling irrational.
The Sonny handed me 2 more, said
Don't stop now, let's get it.
plus he always got a couple J's like Riddick. Cause the diesel boy, I'm about to black out like Riddick. Forget it, hit it and get it together. Red, you a grown man. Talking to myself, trying to convince my inner pimp that I ain't come here to hold hands. Romance and slow dance and soul man. Like Conan beating it up, yeah. Told Shorty had 2 for. She said 2 or what? I said, these nuts, bitch.
I got 2 for you, just tell me when your one is done. If you a real one, then you know where I'm coming from. I got the keys, time to open up another one. Feels like I'm ripping off the package from a honey bun. Feels like I'm ripping off the package from a honey bun. I got the keys, it's time to open up another one. If you a real one, then you know where I'm coming from. Feels like I'm ripping off the package from a honey bun. You don't wanna feel it,
She don't wanna hear it, but I'ma let you know. Your shorty lined up, she made her mind up, and yo, she the next to blow. You niggas gassed up like Texaco, her ass up, I ain't even gotta text a hoe. You know I'm hot like I'm coming out of Mexico. I got my ice on the block like an Eskimo. That's the deal, these niggas think they rap for real. I put the kid in a box like a Happy Meal. Pack the steel, I'm running up the track and field. Maybe I like pushing weight, that's the mass appeal. You ain't even gotta ask, I be getting money fast. Hip sitting on the dash, nigga quicker than a flash. Lil' shorty got the ass, seen it right before she passed. Lay the pipe down like Mario Brothers, I super smash.
Feeling like I'm tripping on shrooms. You took the time out, shorty get in the room. Yeah, that's where we smoking the loud. Feeling like Popeye, how she blowing me down. Yes, I fell in love with the cash and the shape of her body. I be rubbing that ass. Tell me if you think you the one. I'm about to rip the package off of your honey bun.
I got two for you, just tell me when your one is done. If you a real one, then you know where I'm coming from. I got the keys, time to open up another one. Feels like I'm ripping off the package from a honey bun. Feels like I'm ripping off the package from a honey bun. I got the keys, it's time to open up another one. If you a real one, then you know where I'm coming from. Feels like I'm ripping off the package from a honey bun.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is 950 NT Radio's PLG podcast.
So,
Caracahun got some wild stories.
So before we went to break, I was talking about some dude out of France who called in a hoax bomb threat on an EasyJet plane flying to France just to avoid his parents going to him. Apparently, he was in college. He was doing some dirt, and he didn't want his mom and dad to walk in on him.
So that's the wildest shit ever, bro.
After the investigation, they was able to
terrible.
They was able to track the call to a 23-year-old man in college, and his parents are on that flight.
Wildin'.
What?
I mean, I don't know about you. I've been in some situations where I didn't want my parents to see me, but they ain't do nothing like that. I just, stayed.
That's
out
too
later.
much, bro. You're doing too much.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
just wild.
You're going too far,
How bad
man.
does it have to be? What do you not? He must have not really been in college or something. Something crazy must have been going on.
Yeah, he must have been dropped out. Or
Yeah,
something,
he
you
must
know
have
what
got
I'm saying?
kicked out, dropped out, something like that. He didn't want them to pull up and see how he was really.
That's my man from Shot Us when he was like, "You're going too far."
He got too far, Biggs.
It's 2019 though, man. It's the year of being extra, so I hear. You know,
Son.
These kids need to get their asses whooped. I feel like kids ain't getting their ass whooped enough in this time and age. I swear to God, man. I was fearful to do some shit like that, man, back in
I know kids who got their
stuff like
ass
that, that's too
fucking
much.
beat every day and became horrible though.
yeah,
That's true. You know what it is parents do it too much. They abuse it. You got to give them a taste,
No
fall
pun
back.
intended.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, to me personally, and I Cut as a father, Black as a father.
No doubt.
Maybe y'all can attest. And then you don't have to be parents. You can just understand from life. I feel like, yes, people can be influenced in their life. Kids, let me say people. Kids can be influenced in life, but at the end of the day, a kid is going to be who they're going to be.
True.
And I say that because I have a brother. We have the same mother and same father. We're totally opposite. I got 4 kids, all raised same way. They're all different. They all got different personalities, you know what I mean? And it boils back to that old little saying of there's 2 brothers who grew up with an alcoholic father. One was an alcoholic and the other one wasn't. When they asked the alcoholic, why were you an alcoholic? Because I watched my father drink every day. And they asked the other kid, why aren't you an alcoholic? Because I watched my father drink every day. And that boils down to a person is going to be who they're going to be by how they're wired. I can't tell you why or how it is. I just know that I have kids and I am a certain way and my brother's totally opposite from me, yet we grew up in the same household. So, it's just people can... You know what I mean? Relate to that. If you have kids, more than one, and you can just notice that your kids are different. They have different personalities. They act a different way. You know what I'm saying? And you might have a sister or a brother that grew up in the same house as you, yet y'all are not the fucking same. Y'all have different interests.
That's kind of how like me and my sister are. Me, I'm terrible with money, man. I spend it till I got nothing left. And my sister's another hand, she's a Jew. She knows how to save money. She knows how to put it in the right places to where she is good for her. My mother, the same way as my sister, she could freaking cut up a piece of bread and it'll last us a whole entire month.
Yeah.
My mom is good with money. She's always been. You would think I would have followed that step, but I didn't. I'm just bad with money. I just spend it.
That's what I mean. Like it's just people are gonna be who they're gonna be, and kids are gonna kind of not saying don't ever try to influence them, and don't try. You still have to
they're gonna
obviously
be influenced regardless.
Yeah. You got to try to influence them, and that's why it kind of boils down to. Like I said, we can't judge kids, man. We can't be hard on these kids for how they act and what they do. You got to try to help them. And
correct.
Yeah, because a lot of times they don't even understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
They just don't.
And don't yell at your kids, man. Just try to tell them.
Shit.
Somebody say, sometimes you gotta yell.
I don't know about that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's good to yell once in a while, but not all the time. Because after a while, they start blocking you out.
Right.
I had to catch myself.
But I can imagine.
No, bro.
right.
Let me tell you, I've had to catch myself, and this is something I've had to bring to my wife as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That we got chill out a little bit.
Explain it.
No, you're right. You're
Relax
right.
a little bit.
You're right.
You know what I mean? It's right. Like I said, I've had to catch myself. Anything that I say. It's because I noticed it in myself first. And that's something that's true, bro. We have to watch ourselves, man. Yeah, and hitting the kids too.
If you're hitting too much,
I haven't hit my kids in so long, man.
Yeah.
Because I realized like
They don't do nothing.
it's not doing nothing, man.
Nah.
It's just not. It's me taking my frustrations.
You
out on the
taking your
kid, man.
anger out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I spanked my daughter once when she was, young. You know what I'm saying? But my motto at this point is, I'm not hitting my kids like that.
Hey, you're black. I seen a picture of your daughter. She looks exactly like you, bro.
Thank you.
Your wife posted it. I was like, yo, twin. I was like, what
that's
the fuck?
not. I mean, the wild part is, she does resemble me, and we got the same attitude.
Yeah,
too, bro.
that's
It's like when I
funny,
see her doing things, I'm like, oh my god, that's me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But my son, he
funny,
take
dog.
more after his mother.
He looks like his mom
Yeah,
more
he
too.
do,
That's
he
the
do,
thing.
he
Your
do,
son
he do,
looks
he
more
do,
like
he
your
do,
wife,
he do.
and your daughter looks just like you. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro.
It's funny,
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
my daughter definitely looks like me.
Your daughter too.
I
bro.
have,
Shay is
she do.
spitting
She do.
image,
She
dog.
do.
Look just
She
like
do.
him.
I have 2 kids, 2 different baby mamas. They both act like me though. My kids.
Cutter out here slanging meat. Shout out Cutter, boy. 2 baby mamas in this.
You know how we do out here.
For the South Side.
For the South Side one time.
And that's what I'm talking about when I say I'm repping for the South Side. You know what I'm saying? We gets down.
Okay.
Okay. Nah, but it's just crazy because going back to just how they're wired because they have 2 separate mothers. You know what I'm saying? But they both act like me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, to a certain extent, I can see myself in them. You know what I'm saying? But I also see the opposite. I see their mom in them as well. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. It's crazy.
It's just my point is like I don't know. You can see how kids act, and they just kind of act their own way. You know what I mean? Like I can see me in my youngest son as far as how hyper he is, how energetic he is, because I had all that in me. And in my oldest son, I can see myself in him too, because at the same time I did well in school, but I still got in trouble a lot in school, which was a weird thing. It was like I don't know, it was just odd. In the same way that's odd with my son for him to get straight A's but get detention and shit. Like, but even though they have similarities in me, they're still both totally opposite.
Yeah.
Like little Keem doesn't like basketball, could care less about football. Yeah, he's Fortnite shawty, and if you put a boxing match on, he's gonna watch it. If you put some MMA on, he's gonna watch it. Josiah, since he was a kid, you put basketball on, he's just gonna watch it. He's just into it. I don't know why. That's just how they were wired. You know what I'm saying? It's just how they are, and even in the way that they interact with each other, they are. They're just different, man. I don't know. It's weird. You know what I mean? They're just different kids, even though they're growing up in the same environment. They're just different. And I think that's something we need to realize in people.
Correct. Because you can't paint with
force
a broad,
somebody to be one way.
Right.
Man.
You can't paint with a broad brush. You know what I'm saying? You gotta monitor your kids and see what they into. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that motivate one might not motivate the other. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter, she like TV. You know what I'm saying? So if I
TV shows and shit.
Well, she like watching YouTube and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Kids,
yeah.
that's the new TV. Kids be on
you know what I'm
YouTube,
saying? So I know I could probably punish her with that. You know what I'm saying? My son, he ain't really into that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't not really into watching TV. He's not. You know what I'm saying? So me telling him you can't watch TV for a week,
ain't gonna do nothing.
He's like, all right, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, again, you can't paint, and then, even with girls and boys, you know what I'm saying, and maturity levels. You can't, you know what I'm saying, treat everybody the same, you know what I'm saying, because you can't be like, me and my wife had a discussion about this, you know what I'm saying. She was like, you know, I think everything should be even. So, you know, if the son could do something at 15, the daughter should too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about being a male or a female. It's just that I'm gonna make decisions based on their maturity level at that time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So just because
Thank you. I'm about to say talk about it because I'm not there yet.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm coming up on that level of parenting.
Yeah.
So I need that.
Just because
advice.
kid A was ready to do activity B at 16, that's not going to be the benchmark. You know what I'm saying? Because when kid 2 comes along at 16, I'm going to have to observe them and see where their level is at. Can they handle that?
Do you notice a difference in maturity level between your son and your daughter? Because your son is older, so do you notice maybe your daughter acts more mature at the same age that he was, or the opposite?
No, not really, because neither one of them is really wild. You know what I'm saying? So they both is pretty level-headed. You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of see, though, that the way my daughter makes decisions at her age.
Does she have like a better little thought process, maybe like a more adult
she
kind of
analyzes things more like me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? My son kind of is just like, let's rock.
I kind of notice the
You know
same
what
thing.
I'm saying?
I feel like Nevaeh has just a more better thought process. You know what I mean?
I hear
Than the
you.
boys. I don't know. She just
but I
seems
think
to
that's
make
boys. That is
better.
boys
Yeah,
versus girls.
I mean, it's kind of a girls versus boys versus boys thing. She seems to make better decisions than they do.
I could kind of bring this in, but lately a lot of parents have been bringing in the concept of putting their kids in a genderless society. Of like not putting their kids.
Yeah. I feel you.
You are what you think you are. You know what I'm saying?
I do not believe.
Identify as a fox.
Yeah,
shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that shit, man. Motherfuckers like, I am not a woman. I identify as.
Yeah, I identify as a fox.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga said.
The thing is about that, far from the homosexuality and all that stuff. Put that to the side. Subject, but I agree to that. I agree to that kind of parenting because the way it is, it makes you think. I had a point until you said that fucking joke.
Listen, my thing is this, man. All right, so I don't have a problem with anybody that's homosexual or anything like that. I have that. I deal with that within my own family, and you know, I don't think it's an issue. But I do have an issue when people are trying to, when kids are born, you know, and they're babies or they're very young, you know, just say that they're genderless or
no. That I don't believe in. That's where I was gonna go into my point. Like where it's like when you putting down the kid's throat about too young and talking to him about what gender he would like to be at 4 to 5 years old. I think that's a little bit too young to be talking about.
Does he even understand what the fuck you talking about?
Exactly. I don't believe in that. But
listen, when I was 4 years old, not to cut you off, Fred, I used to eat dirt and cockroaches. Imagine if my parents were like, "Oh no, it's fine." That's what in other countries that's a delicacy, so it's okay for him to eat these things. You know what I mean?
Right,
what's the difference between? And you know what? My mom has a picture of me when I was like 3 years old, and I had on her heels because I was a 3-year-old kid. And I didn't know no difference.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I had on my mom's heels because my mom wore heels. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, what the fuck? That doesn't mean my mom is like, you're going to be a drag queen.
Facts. Where I'm bringing this in, this genderless raising is not really much on homosexuality. It's more on the mindset for the kids. Like, especially women. Women, I feel like putting kids in raising them gender, like in a gender, like a certain gender, it makes women kind of puts them down sometimes to make them think they're lesser than the man is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do this because you're not a boy. You can't do that because you're not a boy. It's more of a thing for women more than guys. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the point I'm trying
because
to make.
women, I guess, a lot of times can get put down by saying that you can't do this because you're not a boy.
Exactly.
You can't do that because you're not a boy.
So that's where I agree as far as raising your kids genderless and just letting her.
I mean, like I say, at the end of the day, a boy is a boy, a girl is a girl.
Yeah,
to me.
I'm
sorry, boys are boys, a girl is a girl. Yeah, you don't have to be genderless.
Yeah,
like,
I don't like that.
You know, Nevaeh's played basketball. She played soccer, and if she wanted to play football, I would let her play football. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I mean? We're not like I don't force anything.
Just let them decide.
Yeah, don't put
that's what I'm thinking.
Don't come up to a kid at 5, 4 years old, and be like, "So, what do you think you are?"
No, my thing is this too, though. Like what I said earlier. Like I was a 3-year-old little boy, and I put on my mom's heels. Did my mom force that upon me? Did she go all of a sudden and be like, "Oh my God, he wants to be a girl," and he's gonna? No, she didn't. She was just like, "Oh, okay, he's a kid. He don't know no better. He's gonna put on my heels whenever he's 3 years old. Keep it moving." You know what I'm saying? Parents nowadays will like take that shit. Like I seen that this little boy that's a drag queen. He's like 8 years old, and the mom is like, "Oh, he's not hurting nobody. He's always wanted to put makeup on. He was a baby. He didn't know nothing." Like I said, I ate cockroaches and dirt as a baby. I'm a baby. My daughter will do that now. My 1-year-old daughter will grab a bug and try to put it in her mouth. She don't know no better. So am I gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, that's what she wants to eat.
That's what she does. That's who she is.
There's protein in that bug." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hakuna Matata.
come on, man. It's crazy. Yeah, like you got at the end of the day, you got to guide your kids and teach your kids, and it's not about being, like I said, it's not about being genderless or any of that.
Decision when they grow, when they're 18, when they
show them, what's right, what's wrong, what's this, what's that. Like, you don't have to be.
Wait until they get to at least 8th grade, 9th grade.
I feel like people push that nowadays. So now it's a thing to push the gender. Now you're gonna push the genderless, and you're gonna push that agenda on.
Or they're bringing up
just raise your kids. Like little Keem likes to watch the Barbie Netflix show. If I wanted to be an asshole, I could be like, "You don't watch Barbie? That's for girls." No, guess what? He likes to watch the Barbie. It's a cartoon. He likes it. I don't give a fuck. Watch it.
Exactly.
And I'm not. But at the same time, I'm not gonna push. I'm a genderless household.
You know what
He's
I'm saying?
a genderless child. You don't have to be a boy if you don't want to be a boy.
At this point,
the fuck?
And don't say that to your kid.
That's what I'm
at 5
saying.
years old.
Right.
You don't have to be a boy.
That's what I'm saying right there. I'm not telling him you don't have to be a boy. It's okay.
much.
You can like
Too
the
much
girl
information.
things.
The kid is gonna
you
agree.
just like it.
The kid is gonna agree with the parents sometime, and he don't even know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
People like, you know what, Dad, you know what, Mommy, I don't have to be a boy. You're right.
Right, exactly.
Wait, hold on. You know what I'm saying?
That's not even being realistic, because you saying somebody's genderless. That's not. You have a gender.
Come on, man.
That's not even real.
Like, what the fuck?
Let kids figure it out for themselves, man.
But you got a gender.
Right. Is that? I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes
you might
parents
be-
think they're doing their kids a favor by doing
They
that. Like,
fucking them
I
up.
want to make them feel
Worse.
comfortable. No, you putting it down their throat. They don't know better yet.
Yeah.
Give them time to figure it out themselves. They'll come out to you when they're 15,
Right.
13 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Why they got to be a dude that he might
8 years old doing drag queen
even when
stuff?
you
Son, come on,
an
son.
adult.
Yo.
Why are we making excuses? Why you don't have to? I want to be a woman. You a man. You a man that like to dress up in woman clothes. That like to fuck other men. That's what you are. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You're not. You don't have to switch you to something else, to some old other shit. You a dude that likes to do what you do. That's it.
Especially now, we at a time right now where it's actually more normal now to be gay. So why do we have to try to make our kids feel like comfortable? Like, are you sure
At
you're
the
not
end
gay?
of the day, you still.
You sure you don't want this
Look,
pink card? I have a blue card and a pink card.
yeah,
you want
I
it?
don't get
You
that,
like the pink
man.
card? It's okay. Like, no, just let them figure it out. And then
You know what I'm saying? Why we putting ourselves in a space where people got to sit here and spend all this money to get a surgery? You know what I'm saying? To feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we just need to let them do what they do, whatever desires, whatever they like to do, as long as they ain't violating no children and they getting, permission from an adult to do what they do, and let them do what they do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, who cares? Why should I really care what someone else does behind closed doors to another adult that's consenting? Why should I really care? It's not impacting my money. You know what I'm saying? Why should another man, and this is a fact right here. Why should I as a man care what another man does in a bedroom?
You shouldn't have, of course.
Is that not actually gay?
That's pretty weird.
If you want to call something gay,
definitely.
Me sitting here worrying as a man, worried about what another man does with his dick is gay.
Very.
If you want to start categorizing shit,
facts.
you know what I'm saying? I don't care. It doesn't have nothing to do with me. You want to do what you want to do? Fine. Just don't bring it my way. And this kind of wraps back what I was saying before about when I was talking about the dude that taught me about computer skills. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. I don't really have a problem with homosexuality at all. You know what I'm saying? People is freaky. People like to do crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I like to do crazy shit too. Not pegging, but let me stop. But my thing is like this. I'm kind of losing what I was gonna say, but my thing is flamboyancy. That's the problem that makes me that I have. That's the thing that bothers me.
I feel you on that.
That's what makes me uncomfortable.
I feel you on that, bro.
When you're too flamboyant and it's like you're doing shit for attention and you want all out. That's what bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Just because you like to mess with dudes don't mean you have to act like this flamboyant person. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that bothers me. Women don't act like that, bro. That's a whole nother thing that you trying to be.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it could go both ways too, because a dude, hollering at girls, if he too aggressive and shit, that shit's just as awkward. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I think we did a lot today. You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
You know what I'm saying? I think we should, you want to do some closing statements, you know what I'm saying? PRG podcast.
We need all the points for this week. Oh, Chris Brown. We need to talk about Chris Brown, man.
Hey, they got
real quick, man.
They tried to hit my nigga up.
That's fucked up, man. Real quick, how they did Chris Brown. That's fucked up, man. Because they
my nigga
had
Freddy
people out
Gibbs
here
like
talking
that too.
crazy, man. Trying talking all that reckless shit, and I'm glad that girl. From what I seen first, she came out and said like, listen, I don't know where everybody's getting this information.
That's
but
what I heard.
I did not accuse him of anything.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, no, she came out and said that. She said that what happened was there was a girl that she was with who accused somebody that was with Chris Brown of assault.
So,
and somehow that shit got spun into Chris Brown. And Chris Brown just got brought in for questioning as everybody else did.
Okay.
And somehow that got spun into he got arrested for rape. Yeah.
We just kept getting off that. I don't even want to say this man's name no more about R. Kelly situation.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't even want to say this guy's name for the rest of 2019. I really don't.
Man, listen. I want
you.
to bring that up real quick too, because it's a shame how just last week everybody was all, oh my God, all these young girls, and everybody cared all about all the youth and all the girls and all this and all that, and it just boils right back down to what I was saying. People don't really want to help the youth. Them same girls was probably them disrespectful, ignorant ass, young ass girls that didn't have no guidance and ended up with R. Kelly because they didn't have the guidance, and people out here didn't want to step up and try to help these kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably where a lot of these people end up. You know what I'm saying? With the wrong type of leadership.
It doesn't give him an excuse.
It doesn't give them an excuse at all. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you can keep these type of girls away from a person like that. Because you just people out here like that. You know what I'm saying?
Teach your girls to know better.
Yeah.
Correct.
And teach your boys to know better too.
Yeah.
Teach your sons out here, because it's hard. These little niggas be
I'm
out
thinking
wild.
with your dick.
Yeah, facts. But
that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, we'll bring that up on another episode. We covered a lot today. We talked about a lot of shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out. I'm glad Chris Brown is not guilty on
nigga
that
free.
one. It's clear
Correct.
on that one.
Correct.
Man. Shout out to
dropped
that.
off video undecided. That's my shit right now.
But yeah, we here. People reaching goals. We here. We out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all got any other. We want to goal check it or what's the deal? I didn't do very well for my goals this week, so I'm not too proud of myself.
Goal check. I've been doing everything consistently.
That's what's up. You lost any more pounds, bro?
I haven't checked yet. I'll check tomorrow to see if I lost more weight. But I did.
What are you checking, like once a week?
No, I check more than once a week, but this week I kind of been off the scale and just been doing my thing. I did fuck up like 2 days ago, and I walked out at night and just ate everything in the kitchen. So I don't even, and that was Wednesday, so I don't want to check my weight until like Monday.
Yeah, I feel you.
If I'm the same weight as last week, I'll be happy because I know I wilded out that night. Like I ate my ladies' lunch for work.
Damn, son.
Like I wilded out. I wilded out.
I've done that. That's a fight in my
As long
house.
as you don't
too,
eat the
boy.
kids'
Listen,
lunch, you good.
I've literally had my wife give me the cold shoulder for about 3 days because I ate her food. No bullshit, bro. Like a real deal beefing in the house because I ate her food. This was nah. She don't play about that. Food,
when
bro.
you set your
I'm still gonna eat that shit though. Fuck it.
Yo, I'm
still be eating her food, bro.
I will steal that nigga. Let me tell you something in the fridge.
She leave something in the fridge.
She bought some Panda Express. I woke up at 3 a.m. That shit was tasting crazy.
No business eating her shit. You demolished it. I've done the same thing,
I left her
bro.
like 2 noodles. Yo, and I swear when I was eating,
she look right now like shit. Like that shit is serious.
It was like a nugget. It was like a nugget of a piece of chicken and like 2 noodles. And
yo, isn't that worse though?
And I swear,
that shit. That's disrespectful.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. Isn't that worse to leave?
I swear, when I was eating that shit, I was like, I'm gonna leave her some. And I left the plate there thinking I left her something, and I didn't leave
nothing.
shit.
Nothing.
It was a 1 piece of chicken, like 3 noodles.
Son. That's even because then you see the package there and you think you got food.
I ate that shit like a werewolf.
And then you open that shit up and it's like a half a nugget.
I ate that. I ate that, a banana.
Yo.
You know, the raisin bread. The raisin bread. I put that shit in a toaster, put butter on it.
Yeah. Someone's preparing.
I'm
Someone's chefing shit.
That's why I haven't weighed myself for the past 3 days. I don't want to see
Come on, bro.
I don't know, man.
You was smoking that night or something?
No.
He slipped. He's good.
I slipped.
The werewolf came out, nigga. The beast came.
Beast came out. It was just like, I've been in this diet for like all week. I was like,
But I remember you saying you had always had a problem with that you would kind of like almost starve yourself, and then all of a sudden you would just fucking eat a lot, like eat a crazy amount of food.
It's a binge. Like a food binge. Yo, food is a drug, man.
It is.
Yeah, it
like
is.
a Coke binge, it's a food binge.
Facts, bro.
That night I got on the food binge.
That's real though. In all honesty, that's very true, bro.
You went on a mission.
Food is very much like a drug, man.
So I'm not weighing myself till Monday. I've been hitting the gym super hard. I've been hitting the morning.
I seen you early in the morning, bro. What's
something for everybody. Something just for something y'all could take. Going to the gym in the morning is the best shit. Like, it don't matter. I know it's hard to get up. Oh my God, the first couple days, but when you get that workout done and finished, it's just like you got it done, so you don't have to do it for the rest of the day. So and not only that, it energizes you for the rest of the day. So once you finish your work day and you go home, you just pass out. That'd be the best sleep ever. You wake up the next morning like ready to go, and that's actually what I changed from my workouts. I don't do them at night no more. I actually do them in the morning, get them out the way.
It's harder to go to sleep when you do them at night, though.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Yeah. You get that blood pumping. You know another thing that's been working for me? The pre-workout. The pre-workout little powders.
Yeah. I heard about those. I heard them shit get you hype.
Yeah. You got to buy certain ones. I don't buy the ones with creatine in there. I don't buy that shit. I buy like the natural ones. That shit be getting me pumped, man.
Yeah, I'm about to buy some steroids and just juice up. Fuck it.
That's a step up. That's a step up.
Saying all that, I'm about to go to McDonald's and eat some fries.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get something to eat.
Nah, I am hungry though. I'm definitely get something to eat. My wife is in the Bahamas, so I'm out here thugging it. Yeah, man. Left me out here with all the kids, bro. I'm out here struggling.
Bring the script up.
To do my life.
Y'all stupid. Anyway, so let's shout this out. It's your boy PRG Black. You can find me on all social media, PRG Black. The rest of y'all?
Oh, yeah. This your boy, Carter Calhoun. Don't watch me, watch TV.
It's your boy, Keem Olajuwon. You can follow me on Instagram at Keem Olajuwon.
No doubt.
If you don't know Olajuwon, then you need to Google that. Hakeem Olajuwon. That's my grandfather, if y'all didn't know.
Stop it.
And it's me, Freddy Valoy, a.k.a. Big Bonito, a.k.a. Freddy Focus, a.k.a. The Cretan Bull, a.k.a.
Freddy Savage.
Freddy Savage, a.k.a. You can find me on Instagram at Freddy On Focus, like on and off, Freddy On Focus, because I'm on.
No doubt.
Yes.
No doubt.
But
yeah,
make sure y'all check out the podcast on all streaming platforms, that iTunes, that Spotify, that Spreaker.
DM us.
Also, make sure you check out that 950 ENT Radio playlist on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? All artists, if you got some heat, hit us up, 950ENTradio at gmail.com.
Everybody got a Gmail.
You know what I'm saying? Send out your Spotify link, send out your music. You know what I'm saying? You see me playing that shit on the show.
Facts. Fuck with us. We out.
Till next week.
PLG Podcast, we are out, baby.
Easy.
I let go so Molly. I don't smoke no flocker. Many shows call me Poppy. Got nuts like they water. A lot of times just strapped up instead of rolled up in these hoes. Got out the pin, now strapped up, and I'm boss off these hoes. I want bands, fuck friends. Why every hoe on my hit list? My 40 clip extended. Got a small circle, we getting it. Quit getting niggas to business. Got a master plan, this splendid. Had a dream, now I'm living it. Still no rest, I'm living with. Bottles on bottles, head shit lick inside it. Only blowing on inside it. Hated ironic, now they calling me iconic. Shit ain't hot if I ain't on it. Can I stay on it? They won't do me like my homie. Rest in peace to my homie, refusing to lose. I done paid all my dues, can't fuck with peers like you. It's a big one like red box, homicides and red bottoms, guillotine red dots, and I ain't talking chicken pox. And that pussy summer tea, I love head, hate weed. Now what you want and what you need, me slowing down, I can't see it. Huh? They tryna catch me like a bouquet, don't care if they like me, bitch, I ain't gay. I'm a bitch woman, you know I don't play. Can't stay on me, I gotta stay safe. Can't sit at my table, too much on my plate. Crossing my chest, I gotta keep faith. Not riding on boards, but damn it, I skate. Ay, I like hoes on Molly, I won't smoke no flock. Fanny shows call me Poppy, got nuts like they water. A lot of times just strapped up, instead of rolled out in these toes. Got out the pin, now strapped up, and I'm boss off these hoes. I want bands, fuck friends. Why every hoe on my hit list? My 40 clip extended. Got a small circle, we getting it. Quit getting niggas to business. Got a master plan, this splendid. Had a dream, now I'm living it. Still no rest, I'm living with. I just rose like a flower. I get better by the hour. Blacked out and no power. Got a clip for the cowards. They don't like it that I'm on. I can put these niggas on. Boyfriend ain't home. She ain't got nothing on. No top on the phone. He ain't loud, I ain't blowing. I got love in the streets. Hood love CT. Bitch, I'm dancing on these niggas. RP to Ali. Throw some bands at these niggas. Carving ass need to eat. Whole team on fleet. My team the elite. Pray to bear me a G. With steps on my feet. You ain't living like that. You get whacked like that. Plugged in on the packs. I get guap like that. I like hoes on Molly, I won't smoke no flock. Fanny shows call me Poppy, got nuts like they water. A lot of times just strapped up, instead of rolled out in these toes. Got out the pin, now strapped up, and I'm boss off these hoes. I want bands, fuck friends. Why every hoe on my hit list? My 40 clip extended. Got a small circle, we getting it. Quit getting niggas to business. Got a master plan, this splendid. Had a dream, now I'm living it. Still no rest, I'm living with. I like hoes on Molly, I won't smoke no flock. Fanny shows call me Poppy, got nuts like they water. A lot of times just strapped up, instead of rolled out in these hoes. Got out the pin, now strapped up, and I'm boss off these hoes.